everybody, and welcome to Flavor House's Weekend Eats. I'm Casey, if you don't already know, and I know my flavor family is over there. I see Corey. Yes, I do. I see my husband, and he's not. Do you know that they made my husband work today? And then decided that he didn't have to. So he's in transit right now, but the trooper that he still is inside my life. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Benjamin. How was your week? I hope the weather's good where you are because I know you've been snowed in for quite a while, and this weather is so flaky and funny. Anywho, I'm going to be talking about some things today that I think we'll all like. I had a big dilemma because it seems like I keep gravitating towards chicken. Chicken is the universal language. It's like, okay, you got all these different meats. A lot of people don't eat this. A lot of people don't eat that. So I try to accommodate the audience as well as my picky. Hello, my sister Pamela. How are you? As well as my picky family. Okay, so if I allow my family to do what they want to do, they eat chicken every day. Every day. Not even every day, every day. Okay. When I say that I'm making something different, you should see the smiles go to frowns, and it looks like cartoon character frown. And it's the kids. It's the kids. Now, the adults, they're pretty flexible. Okay, but their children. Oh my goodness, chicken, and chicken. So if you ever see something that looks like big birds running by, the children have grown feathers because they've eaten all this chicken. Anyway, so of course, me being me, I said, okay, I'm not going to do another chicken dish. And what do? My mind said, okay, burger. And the reason why my mind said burger is because we just had all the grilled food, right? But I said, it's something I've never tried in a burger form is ground chicken. Now, I have had ground white meat chicken, which it's kind of dry and it's not hitting on much. But I got the dark meat chicken this time. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a Chicken Burger Deluxe. It's going to be delicious. I am telling you. I'm going to have a special herb sauce to go on it. It's going to be good. And then I I cut up early this morning or before day some fresh sweet potatoes. So we're going to have sweet potato fries with it. I think it's going to be a hit. What do you think? Anyhow, yeah, I know they're always excited. It's food. It's food.
No,
Yes.
No, it's good food. That's the difference. I ain't gonna be excited for something that ain't tasty.
Uh-huh.
What you mean?
Listen, it's food, y'all. Anyway, so also what we're going to be doing, guess what I found out? I'm all about coffee. So I said, what can I talk about today? Coffee.
Sorry. Good morning, Auntie. Pam said hello.
I said good morning long time ago.
I'm sorry. I saw Benjamin. Hi, Benjamin.
Yes, there is a delay, right? So it's like I'm sitting here and I'm compelled to say, I'm not supposed to be reading your stuff. I'm supposed to wait until they read it and pretend like I don't see it. I can't help it. I can't help it. Listen, we have come to the conclusion that I'm on a different time scale or something that the rest of the world is. Because I'm like, and everybody else is like, and I'm like, okay, I am 26, right? It's like, because it's not just in my house, it's everywhere. So like, okay, maybe I'm in an alternate universe that goes faster. Maybe, apparently. I don't feel like I'm doing that. Anyhow, so back to the coffee. So I decided that I wanted to think about, are there such things as coffee mocktails? Well, if you watch the nighttime show, The Love Rhythm Recipe, we have a wonderful mixologist, and we have all of these wonderful mocktails that accompany or pair well with the meals that we have and the topics. Well, lo and behold, I typed in coffee mocktails in Google and bought. Put it this way, you see how thick this is? That's how much information came up on coffee mocktails. Who would have thunk it? Okay, and we're going to be also talking about some hacks for homegrown salad. What does that mean? No, I'm not telling you to go out in the backyard and dig a field. You can do some easy peasy hacks. You can actually grow your own salad ingredients even on your windowsill. Can you believe that? That's amazing. So I think that's something good to know. Hey, with the prices of produce these days, you might want to try it. And then, of course, my home cooking story time, because I always got something to tell you about the people I'm related to.
Anywho, what can I say? We're interesting. What can I say?
Anywho, okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee, right? Give me a moment. Mm-mm.
Is it warm enough for you?
It's warm enough for someone.
I heard by the way you did.
Yeah. Okay. So then this is her remedy is to stick it on this little candle heater that they got
the
me.
Magic
See, the remedy should have been go into the microwave and gonna heat it. Yeah, that what it is. What it,
I mean, that's also a choice. That's an option.
I tell you. Anywho, so like I said, we're gonna do the chicken burgers, and as soon as beautiful assistants can get my coffee over here, so I can get my life corrected.
She being extra.
Okay, I am not being extra. Okay, coffee is supposed to be HOT. Unless it's a mocktail. And boy, oh boy, you're going to be like, they do all that with coffee. Right. This is like so interesting. Anyway, we're going to heat my coffee, and beautiful assistant is going to start. She needs to take that chicken out so you can see the ground chicken. It's very few ingredients, believe it or not. For once,
a little goes a long way.
A very few ingredients. It doesn't take a whole lot. The presentation and the flavor, this is great. Because it was just warm, and I want it hot because I'm a little chilly. So if you can get the chicken out of there and my customary herbs, I used to call the onions and the peppers and hey Catman, how are you? Good morning. I used to call the onions and the peppers, and I used to have, I used to always have fresh celery, and they were my Trinity girls. Okay, I do miss my Trinity girls, but
Wait. We got celery there. So did you put any basil in?
No, I want all of those. So now I have my fresh freezy dried, almost alive. I call them freezy dried, almost alive. In the cup, herbs that will last a whole month. I'm in love with these 3 herbs, I love the Italian herbs because it has all of them. And then I love the basil, and I love the parsley.
We don't have parsley here.
Oh, I thought it is in there. I bought some. I bought some yesterday. Anyway, so we have so many of these things. I keep buying them because if you were to get this and you open this up, it's like the fragrance of it's like unbelievable that they can do this and it preserves so well. But anyway, so I have all my friends here, my parsley, my basil, and I'm trying to turn my labels around, but take my word for it. I have a chopped Italian herbs. I have cilantro, I have basil, and I have my beautiful friend parsley, which is not just a garnish, but it is a flavor. Keyword, y'all, flavor house. All right. So, of course, beautiful assistant has been busy, and she pulverized some red pepper, and is this red
pepper
and red onion?
Yep, red pepper, red onion, and a little bit of the celery.
Okay, red pepper, red onion, and like I said, she grabbed the first onion out of there. It doesn't matter, red, white, yellow,
and half of each.
It's cool. And she did a half of a medium of each for the red pepper and for the onion, and those dried celery flakes, which are over there. I asked her to add that in the pulverization. Is that a word? Correct me, English guy. The pulverizing of these 3 things, because I told you these 3 things Anyway, I told you that this little substance right here, it just has gotten close to my heart when it comes to celery. I got so sick of getting celery and it going bad. So I tried this. So you know when liquid or something wet hits it, it softens up. So she just hurried it all up and we
what
put
I also did is I squeezed this mixture
Uh-huh.
between a paper towel because it does make a lot of liquid when you crush up the red pepper.
So she squeezed the liquid out between paper towels and she crushed it all up in here. So this is in here, the 2 teaspoonfuls of celery flakes. You can take this back. And we have, I guess, about a pound. What is it, about a pound and a half?
Well, it's 3/4 of that 2 pounds.
No, yeah. What's it, 2? Or what's it, 2 pounds?
No, it's 3 pounds.
3 pounds. So we have about 2.5 pounds of this ground turkey in here. We got a big giant bulk size, which was good. So we have some that we can put away for later for something else. But this is what it looks like, and this is the dark meat turkey. So it has a little color, and I'm hoping some substance. But we're gonna make some big, gigantic. You know how we do with these burgers up in this piece. So we're gonna do that, and we have that. So you can do about a pound or 2, depending on how big you want your burgers, how many people you're feeding. I'm gonna make big, gigantuan burgers that'll be hanging off the bun. Okay, so in this mixture, I will have some paprika. I'll finish this one up and I'll use this one. This is, I got 2 open. Is that crazy? Okay, the paprika is going to be for a smoky flavor as well as coloration. So when you cook it on top of your stove, and you can cook it on the stove top, or you can take it out to the grill. It's kind of cloudy here. My grill master, like I said, is in transit, so I can't make use of his skills. So we're going to do it on the top of the stove. But not to worry, because we're going to get our smoky flavor from some liquid smoke. I used to never, ever, ever use this stuff. And I think before, when I tried it many, many years ago, it just tasted really artificial. I've learned since then, I'd say the last couple of years, the right brand, number one, and the right amount will give you what you want when you're not cooking outdoors. So give it a shot. This brand right here, if you can get it. And most things you can get, even if you don't have in your local store, go to Amazon or somewhere, if you can, or go to the website and order it. Trust me, they're trying to get you to buy it. Okay, we have some onion powder. I'm going to have some fresh minced garlic, but it's in the refrigerator. We don't keep that sitting out. And I also think that I am going to use.
I don't know how much you're going to use. Do you think you're going to need more than this? If so,
yeah, I would probably need more than this. This is what's, we are buying this stuff left and right. I will use a little more than this. So that's a nice bottle, and they have to open it. Okay, but this is my squeezable garlic, which I love. And if you could get me some Worcestershire sauce, I will use that also, because I just think it will lift the flavor. Because the chicken itself is, pretty.
How about some teriyaki?
Pretty bland. Do we? I don't know. You can put it out there. We're thinking teriyaki, but I'm trying to. If I had my low sodium teriyaki, that's a low sodium one.
Just got a different bottle.
Okay, different bottle. So less sodium, Kikoman. I love this stuff because I can still have. And then I keep the label. I can still have this, and it's less sodium. I try to go as low as I can on no salt. And then, of course, I'm going to put my Casey's Blessing all-purpose seasoning in it. And that's over there. She's hiding because she still needs some clothes. Yeah. You can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you have available. And
I'm planning to use any salt.
That's it. So, and we're doing some pepper, some black pepper. No, I will not be using salt because the combination of all these things is going to give me the flavor I need. And then I'm going to be, like I say, making a herbed mayo for it to go on top of it. It's going to be all that. Yeah. So let's get these back over here and put that over there. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get a bowl. I'm going to get a lot. I'm thinking I'm going to do the metal bowl instead of doing my favorite plastic bowl, because as you know, plastic can get stained and hold odors and things. I don't care how much you scrub. So I'm very careful about the things that I put in that plastic bowl because I love it. I use it for a lot of stuff. So I'm going to use my metal bowls, and that way I need a big bowl because I have lots of meat. And that way I can put the stuff together, form the burgers, and then we can talk coffee while the burgers cook. How about that? And we can get these fries cooked. I'm really excited about the fries because, first of all, it's the first time I've ever done them in the way that I'm doing them. Okay. And good grief, I am telling you, sweet potatoes are so hard to cut, and especially when you're trying to cut them into perfect little French fries, which the beautiful assistant can take them out, and I'm gonna show you what I was doing 3 o'clock this morning. Okay, and you know I'm very persnickety about the way things look.
Yeah.
Most people will just cut them up, and that not me. I'm sitting here. I was literally carving these potatoes.
She said precision is key.
Yeah, precision is key. So as you see, I had cut them. I washed them thoroughly. Now I made them as dry as possible. The reason why, when they hit the oil, and if they're wet, they will not crisp well. They will be soggy. So they've been sitting in the refrigerator. Look, I want you to see this. Okay. Yeah. You see this?
I just see you at the table with this
Okay.
knife,
Do you see? This is what I was doing
like
with
woodwork.
yes, I was sitting there like I was carving something, and I had to make my potato. Do you see these? Okay, I did this by hand. Every single one of these potatoes are dry as a bone. So this is how you get them dry. Okay, because you got to clean them because they had the little dirt on them. So I cleaned them, I dried them, and then I put them in my fridge, and I put them in the paper towels inside my colander, and I'm taking them out so the air can hit them and continue to keep them dry. And when we get ready to fry these, the objective is for them to be deliciously crisp and fresh and not frozen. But see, this is what they look like. This is what I sat and did at 3 a.m, guys. This right here. Okay, so they better be good. All right, so let's get rid of this. You can take that and put that over there. And it just leave. I want the air to keep hitting it so it can stay dry. Because like I said, the drier they are, no. And that's the thing she was asking me. With white potatoes, they'll turn dark if the air hits them, or if you put them in water and you cut them up ahead of time. Sweet potatoes don't do that.
Should I cover these?
What, the sweet potato?
Yeah, or just leave them open?
Oh, you can leave. I wanted some air to hit it, but eventually you probably could put a little paper towel over it. And if you can just dump that. Okay, so I just need the bowl. I'm going to put the ingredients in, and I'm going to mix things up, and I'm going to begin to make these patties so we can get them on, and then we can do a little talk about our coffee. Yes, we can.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so I have the bowl, and I'm drinking my coffee.
Is it warm enough?
Okay, it's not really that warm, but you know what? It'll do. I'm cold this morning. This air condition is like, I am so cold. So I am about to alleviate that problem because my hands are freezing. Okay, so give me a moment. It's on. It's on full blast, and I'm freezing.
Keep this on your hand because your cup is definitely hot or warm. So
See,
put it
yeah,
on
That's exactly what's happening. Excuse me, guys.
That's why.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Excuse me, guys. I need to
stop
stop because I will not be able to bend my fingers. It is freezing in this house.
You're right near the vent. Not that. That's
Yeah, exactly.
why.
So yeah, I'm not trying. Yeah. Let me get. I'm trying to fix this. Okay. I don't know why this thing is saying. Everything's so electronic in here. Yeah, because up it, just bring it up or shut it down or something.
Right.
Anyway, let me take my little stuff off here and make sure I have a nice paper towel because we're getting ready to get down and dirty. I'm using hands today. Okay, so let me grab that and get this. And so I'm going to take my ground turkey. And because I am using poultry, I'm going to be very, very careful and meticulous. Because even though it looks like burger, it still is a bird. Okay? Salmonella, you know. Okay, so let me get this back in here. Also artfully and not touch anything. I don't know if
you already said hello, but Teresa also showed up. Hi.
Hello, T. How are you? Good morning. We are doing some Chicken Burger Deluxes because it's more than one. So usually,
Deborah.
Hello, Deborah. How are you? Usually, when you go like to the restaurant and you get like a hamburger deluxe, that usually means they put lettuce in. Use a regular hamburger is just a regular hamburger. But when you get the deluxe, you usually get the lettuce and the tomatoes and all of that stuff on. That makes it deluxe. And then if you're real lucky, you get a side of fries. So that's what we're doing. So right now, I'm putting in all of these pulverized yummies that are going to make this taste so good and flavorful. And yeah, that's going to give it some nice flavor. So again, the onions, the bell peppers, and the dried celery has been pulverized by beautiful assistant and dried out. So now I got them in there. And you know, beautiful, so I don't even have a spoon to stir this.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to shake that here.
I thought you were going to use like the glove hand.
No, I'm going to use my naked hands. Yes, I am. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to go over here with the rest of this stuff.
Which one would you like?
This. Yeah, you know, I'll be back, guys. I'm going to go over here. So we're going to turn it over here. Well, I got a lot of stuff, you know.
I can grab it.
It's way too much. It is way too much. Okay, she's trying to make me not get up.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay, so.
Got it. What are you trying to grab?
Okay, see, I have to grab it as I get it, so.
Okay, well.
Okay, so she's bringing me my herbs. So the first herb that I'm going to do, and everything, as you all know, a pinch between your thumb and your forefinger. But before I do that, I'm going to get this garlic, put the last of this. I'll probably be doing about a tablespoonful of this minced squeezable garlic. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to be careful because this thing, yeah, see, there it goes, because it's coming all out. And yeah, and that's why I said I'm going to get up, because you know I need to be near the sink so I can clean my hands. Yeah, child, please. I'm going to go over here.
Well, only go when you need to. I'm
Okay.
just trying to make it easy.
Yeah. Okay. So let me get, so there, that is about, yeah, I'm going to do a tablespoonful and a half.
You may not need more. You think you need more?
And yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, because like I said, this is not as pungent as regular garlic, you know, so this just needs to be open.
Gotcha.
While beautiful assistant is opening that, I'm gonna wipe this garlic off my finger. Yuck.
Would you like me to wet you some
Okay, no, because I'm about to get up. As soon as I mix this up, I'm going to wash my hands. Yes, I am, because you know me, y'all. So I'm gonna take my smoked paprika. And I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to do about a tablespoonful of that, because this is going to give me the lovely color that I want this meat to have. So it doesn't look so much like a chicken. Right? So it doesn't look so much like a chicken, because once again, it's all about the visuals, y'all. Okay? Now I have my onion powder. I am going to do a teaspoonful of onion powder that I'm going to shake in here. Okay, there you go. And I am going to start with my herbs. So I'm going to do a pinch of my parsley. Just like that. I'm going to do a pinch of my basil. Okay. Just like that. Pinch. Ooh, that smells so good. It just amazes me, you know, because I shied away from these herbs because it's like, my goodness, do you understand how much I spent on this? And then by the next day, the stuff is wilted, you know, so I'm like, no. So to find this is great. And then I'm just going to go all the way with the mixture of the Italian herbs. And I'm going to do a pinch of that in there. And that has thyme and all that good stuff in there. And then this right here, I'm just going to leave because this is another basil. I got double basiled. That's what I got. So I'm going to squeeze the other, because I put a tablespoonful of the garlic in here. I'm going to squeeze another half of tablespoon in there. So that would be 2 drops. And then I think that'll be enough. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Get this stuff over here.
You don't need this right now?
No, I don't need. I will probably need them. I may need the paprika later, but the rest of it, yeah, I don't need it. I'm going to get some of my Casey's Blessing in here. Now, this has no measurement because, like I said, there's no salt. You want to hit it as hard as you can when you have this. However, if you find another seasoning that doesn't have any kind of salt content and it's straight up herbs and spices and things like that, do you, boo? Okay. So I'm going to say I'm going to hit this probably with Yeah, probably two. I'll do a tablespoonful and a half. Yes, I will. So let me squeeze this in here, just like that. Okay, so that's a good. That's good. Yep, that'll do a body good. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, take that over to that side. I made this fresh this morning too, so it's very aromatic. Okay, I'm gonna take my liquid smoke.
Oh, wait, do you need pepper?
I need pepper. Yes, I do. See, we almost forgot the pepper. So I'm gonna put 5 drops of liquid smoke in this. You don't have to do 5 if you're doing less meat. Okay, so I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. Won't be overpowering. Then I'm gonna get my Kikkoman low sodium teriyaki sauce. And I'm going to do a teaspoonful of that. So that's going to be approximately that drizzle.
So since you did that, are you doing any of this too?
Okay, yeah, of course I am.
Of course.
Okay, and then I'm going to take, you will take a half a teaspoonful of regular sweetener or sugar or whatever. You know, I'm going to do my Splenda. And last but not least, I'm going to do 1 squirt. So this will be about an 1/8 teaspoonful of Worcestershire sauce. I have Lee & Parents. You can use whatever brand you have or want to get. Okay, and that's that. So now I am going to balance off all of the tangy with 3 quick spurts of my Splenda. You can use a half a teaspoonful of whatever sweetener you want, or if you really like the tang, omit it. So that's 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Then I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoonful of pepper. So that's just a little shake, just like that. Okay, that's all in there. All together now. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to take a spoon and we're going to eat. That's all. No, and not in this life. Oh, no. I'm going to cook this sucker. But first, I'm going to kind of break it up and try to incorporate as much of this into my burger meat, just like that.
Anything else you want me to prep for you?
Yeah, because I'm gonna need some foil over there because I need to make up my burgers. Okay. And you can put all that other stuff away.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need that space over there. So I'm just kind of mixing this up before I get my hands all in it. Because you know I gotta get my hands in it to make my patties. And that'll be that. I'm not, as you see, I did not put any salt on here because I'm also making a sauce that's gonna be for the burger. It's gonna have enough seasoning and enough salting and things like that. So if you want more salt, you can add it. If you don't, follow me. You know. So now I've kind of got all of this stuff combined here, and I am going to get my hands in there. So I'm going to be moseying on over near the sink because immediately I must wash them. Okay. So for now, this is what you do. And if you want, you don't want to spoon it like this and kind of move it around and incorporate your ingredients. You can just get your hand in there and just get down and dirty. But you know, I'm gonna get a little dirty. I ain't going that far. Okay, so it's all about what you feel. Okay, but once I do this, and I'm just gonna let you guys see. So you see, pretty much the stuff is kind of incorporated. I'm going to get it even more incorporated once I get my hands in. So let me get up here, and I can take some of this garbage with me. Get all these little pieces, all the little pieces, and let's see.
They all play their special role.
Okay, yes, all the little pieces. You can take this and put that over there, and then you can take that. Because I'm going to turn this around.
All right.
Okay, I think, yeah, that's a pretty good angle. And I'm going to go over here. Maybe I shouldn't turn it here because then you may see me scream because you know the old niece is bothering me again. But not to worry. I finally got my appointment to the orthopedic doctor on Monday. Yeah. So I will be going there so they can do something to my life. Do something. You know, so the funny part about it is I was so happy yesterday because I've been suffering with them being inflamed because this is definitely bone on bone at this point. And so I've had a lot of inflammation. And so, I suffered. It's been about a month or so, when it really initially just happened. And I think I tore the other part of the meniscus. I woke up yesterday, all inflammation had disappeared. So I had to ask beautiful assistant, what the heck did you feed me yesterday? Okay, because whatever it was, I needed again and again. I am telling you, I got off of my bed, and usually it's, hey, your mind says, jump off that bed and stand on that floor. Huh. And when you do it, you get off that bed and you're like, you're like, oh, yeah. Well, hey, Volvo Love, how are you? We are doing Chicken Burger Deluxe. And I'm telling them about my normal pain that I didn't have yesterday, right? So then I said, mine said, yours, what did I say? You're 26. Okay. I flipped my legs over the side of that bed. See, I'm short. My bed is really high. I need a step ladder to get up when that bed is so high. But anyway, when I threw my legs across the side and they hit the floor, I said, wait a minute. Did I just stand up? And there was no bend over and there was no exercise move to have to jiggle it. Yeah. So it was like this all day, and I could just get straight up out the chair. Of course, I heard the bones going like that because there's no cartilage right in the inside. But I was like, wow, what did she gave me something? So I'm trying to figure out, what did I do to take the inflammation away that has been here for like 6 months, right? I don't know. I think it's mental, because I know I finally got the appointment to the orthopedic doctor, and it's you know how it is. If you have kids, they're sick and they're dying, and you take them to the doctor, and all of a sudden they're miraculously well. So I think it's a mental thing. I don't know. But the caveat is this: when there's no inflammation, there's no cushion. So now I'm feeling everything. Okay. Everything, the bones that hit, I feel the inflammation formed a little cushion where there was no cartilage. So it was a catch-22, So I'm just giving you this little story in case you hear me scream. I'm fine. It's just the bones, it's just the bones.
Just the bones moaning.
Just the bones. Just the bones moaning. Because listen, I like I said, I would probably, and I'm just being real, okay? If I don't show up in this place, it is really, really crucial or something, okay? I'm coming, okay? I'm coming. So let me get over here. I'm going to do a side step. Maybe it won't hurt. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a side step. So let's get over here. Exactly. So I'm up. I did this, and I'm over here. And so I got this over here. And I'm protecting every little thing, big and small. And I'm going to get my little concoction and continue to do this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do, which I really hate. It's just so yucky. Having to put my hands in this stuff. But you know what? I'm going to take one for the team. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let me get this in here. Okay, so I got my hands in here, and it feels so wonderful. It's so relaxing, guys. Can't you see the smile on my face? Yeah, okay. And see, this chicken stuff is even more gooey, because I don't think chicken is meant to be turned into burger. We just do whatever we want to these animals. I really do.
You know what? I don't think they have a particular preference.
Okay, I think that the chickens, I need to go in the way. It's just like me. When I'm getting ready to go back to being an Eggland's best egg.
Oh, you're going to tell them.
Okay, I am going to let people know ahead of time.
Mess right
okay,
there.
I'm letting all of you who listen to this show know. I'm going to tell you how I want it to be. Okay, that way there will be no misconceptions. I'm going to let you all be my advance directives.
So whoever gets her as an Eggland's best egg, y'all can just go to Ripley's, believe it or not, because she'll be the first talking.
Yes, I will come and I will say, it's me, y'all.
It's the first.
Yes, be like, you'll take that egg out of the carton and you'll turn it around, and instead of it saying an E, it'll be a K on it.
Oh my
God.
God.
Everybody, hey, Volvo Love.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny.
I think you should put a little Casey Russell on me, Volvo, before you cook. One of those things. Yeah.
An egg with preferences.
There you go. See, you don't know what this meat and stuff is saying. It's high frequency language. Okay, you do not know.
What you were gonna say?
It is this high frequency language. See, this is making me feel like I should put some breadcrumbs in this thing, because Lord have mercy, it is so soft and mushy.
All those juices are just juicy.
Yeah, I need to put a binder or something in this thing.
You know what? Yeah, you can do
I really don't want to do that. Okay. Pass me the panko. I'm gonna put a little panko in it. I really don't want to, but I'm just gonna put very little, y'all, because it's all for me. I want to taste the meat, but this is kind of sticky. So open that for me, please, because my hands are yuck. So I'm gonna put a quarter cup of the panko, breadcrumbs, so you can use whatever kind you like. But I'm doing a quarter cup, and they're plain. And I'm only doing this because this is feeling real sticky to me, and I don't want this to fall apart on me when I'm cooking this thing. Yeah. Cause see, I'm gonna have to get this skillet ready right away. But this stuff is like.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about you remember those stovetop grillers, like the George Foreman type?
No shade, no tea. I had 2 of them. It's just frying. It's frying with some grill lines. You can get a grill line pan. It's not making it taste like it's outdoors. It's not. I'm telling you, nothing to me replaces charcoal. Even electric. I'm gonna put a little more, y'all, cause it. Yeah.
Well, like how you get the char broil.
You get it. Doesn't even give you that. It doesn't give you that flavor. I'm telling you, I had 2 of them. So it does not give you that flavor. It gives you the look. It's char lines or char grilled lines. The flavor itself is different depending on what you use to do it. Right. So if you have a charcoal grill and you get char lines, that meat has been smoked through. That charcoal gives it a certain flavor. If you get char lines from like what do you call those things? Not electric, but then you have electric ones. The gas the propane grills. If you taste a propane grill steak, it will have char lines because the heat does it, and of course, then you have the carcinogens, from the char, and it's going to give it a flavor. Right. But the flavor between a propane grill or frying it on a grill pan is a totally different dynamic, favorite word, than charcoal. And in my opinion, charcoal rules. Just like with emerald, pork fat rules, charcoal rules. Nothing beats it. I can eat it. I may enjoy it. But if you give me a charcoal piece of meat,
that's my thing.
And it doesn't even have to have char on it because it's not going to be good charcoal for you all the time. My husband does direct, indirect grilling and the smokiness of it. If you use charcoal, even he has a smoker. If you can put the top on this, that'd be lovely. He has a smoker, and he has given me smoked meat. It's all right, but it does not compare to charcoal, and that is Casey's opinion. Some people may have another one. Okay.
Well, so here's what I'm asking: is there a way to get the flavor of Burger King char broil in the house?
Well, because I'm gonna tell you like this: original Burger King, and some of them still do. See how nasty my hand is there. Anyway,
because my head's in the way. Sorry.
Well, she blocked it. My hand is so sticky. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I see it now and then, like early, like the Burger King that used to be near us, they closed it down. Now it's one far away. But the Burger King, early in the morning, they grill all the burgers, and they have like an indoor grill. It doesn't have charcoal. I don't think it has charcoal. But it is probably a propane type apparatus. And the heat is so high, and it gives those char lines. And I think their burgers come with the char lines on them. And they cook them all up. Then they sit them to the side, and they nuke them as they serve them, unless you go early and you get a fresh burger. So it does have, because of the process of the charring, the carcinogens give it a certain flavor. But if you tried it blindfold, you would be able to tell the difference between the heat of a charcoal and that smoke and the heat of something that is electric or propane, even versus something that is smoked. Trust me. So, yeah. So let me see. I don't know about this stuff. It's kind of sticky. I'm still trying to do it. I don't want a pallet full of
binder.
Yeah, full of. Yeah, I can do a patty, but it's gonna be interesting, y'all. It's gonna be real.
And as it fries up, it's gonna
firm up. Yeah, but you know what?
It's just
I'm feeling like, because I don't want to put any more liquid in here, I'm feeling like I'm going to have to do more breadcrumbs because this stuff, it has a different consistency than, like I said, even ground turkey. Ground turkey is not, it's a little softer, but this chicken really is soft. It's soft, like a pate.
You know what? Would that have been something you could use as an alternative for the croquettes we made?
And yeah, I guess you could, but you could. We're gonna see. That's a question. She's asking me if, and I'm just trying to get this little piece of garlic that's on the side of this bowl.
You're gonna get
to go back up. I know. I'm trying to get it up on the back of my hand so I don't touch it. Okay, sprinkle a little bit more in there, and I'll tell you when to stop because my hands are dirty. Okay, so I'm doing like another quarter cup. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm going to incorporate this in just so I'm able to form it because what I wanted to do was form them and put them on this paper. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to heat up my skillet and just form them and put them in like you're doing a salmon croquette or something.
Right, okay.
Because this is soft as all get out. I wasn't expecting it to be this soft. It's really soft. Now I've had the white meat and it's not this
right.
soft.
I was about to say because dark meat tends to have more juice.
It has more juice and it's going to be more moisture. Right. But see, the white meat is drier, so it works a different way. This like I said, this first time I did this with the darker meat.
I think it's gonna be delicious.
It'll be good once we can get it together. Okay, so spray that pan for me, right there. Spray it really good, and then put just maybe a half a teaspoonful of oil in it. Because this is chicken and it doesn't have that same fat content like a burger. In the meantime, I'm going to get some of this disgusting stuff off my hands. And I'm going to rinse off my spatula so I can...
What kind of oil? We want olive oil?
No, I will do some canola because I want it... It's going to have to get pretty hot.
Okay.
I want it to sear so it can kind of solidify, so I can be able to manipulate it.
Right.
So I don't want it to cook too slow, but once I can get that sear on it, then it can, I can bring the heat down some. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to wash my hands, guys, really, really well. Although I gotta get them dirty again, but I can't.
Moment to moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I want you to look at my pour.
Okay, so that's gonna be a half a teaspoon. But heat it up first. Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Heat up the pan first.
So what do you want on? Like 8?
Put it on 8.
Okay.
And let it heat up, and then we're going to do our dance, and then we're going to put our quarter, what did I say, a half a teaspoon of oil. And you can use whatever high heat burning oil that you have available. I'm using canola today.
Okay.
So I have this over here.
You want any more of the breadcrumbs before?
No, I'm going to lay off the breadcrumbs. We're going to give it a try and see if we can do it like this.
Okay.
Because usually when you incorporate breadcrumbs and stuff, then you want to do, egg and stuff. I don't want it to get any wetter than it is. Trust me, this stuff is so wet. If it's as moist as it is wet, or we're going to be cooking with gas. For real.
So. Gotta get it from point A to point B.
Exactly.
In transit.
So, let me get let me get to my trusty little water cup so I can do my thing and test it. Casey's way. Get the screen and put it on top of it because I'm trying to exhibit safety measures, so we don't have catastrophes. But when you're a frontiers girl, they don't have these kind of things. You just have your pan
and do the thing.
And do your thing. So I have to try to remember we're in modern times, so I have to show y'all the correct way to do it. Okay. Oh boy.
Okay, so
okay, let me.
Can they see us? Not so much, really.
Oh yeah, they can see that pan.
A little bit.
Can you guys let me know? Give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know if you can see.
Yeah,
I can see the pan.
We can now because we turned it.
Okay.
I can see for sure. Yeah. So I'll just have to be mindful of.
So I hear it sizzling a little.
Yeah.
Now
it's ready.
It's almost ready. It is, and so now she's gonna put the half a teaspoonful, and that's just gonna be a drop because we want to coat my old pan a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. So she did maybe about a tablespoonful because my old pan said,
"Get some more moisture."
It said yes, it needs some. It said I need some juice, y'all. Because see, I don't want this meat to stick. And see, this
since we have it on
my pan is it has seen its days, but I'm gonna keep, like I said, it's like an old pair of shoes. I'm gonna wear it until it's a run over time crip walking, and then
oh, so here's your trusty spatula.
okay, trusty spatula.
Spatula.
Okay, so we're gonna see how we're gonna do this. Okay,
All
all righty. So let me section off a piece.
Okay, Volvo and Cosmic gave us 2 thumbs up in terms of seeing what we're doing. So
Okay,
thank you
good.
for that feedback, guys.
Okay, now I'm gonna make these pretty big. I guess.
Do you feel like it'll draw up at all?
I don't know if it's gonna drop a little. You know, all meat draws up a little, but okay, let's see. Let me try my water. Oh yeah, let me turn you down. So now I'm taking it from the 8 and I'm putting it on a 6, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's still heating, and then I gotta form the burger. So I'm gonna need beautiful assistance, because we're gonna do a double team. I'm gonna form the burger. She's gonna lift this. I'm gonna get it in. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so let me get some of this. Let me get enough. Yeah, that should be nice. A nice size. So y'all know how we make these big old burgers over here, you know, and then Corey can eat 3 of them. Okay, so he don't be joking when I tell you. Okay, so it's about this big as my little hand. Okay. And I made it into a little meatball, and then I'm going to flatten it. So I'm going to have to do this with care because this meat, yeah, I wouldn't suggest putting this on the grill.
No.
Not with all these things in it, you know. But
you know
I'm gonna.
What? Maybe you could do like a little flash sear and then sit it on the grill indirectly.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You can partially cook it so it can solidify, and then
take it outside.
Take it out there and let my grill master do his thing. Yeah, I keep promoting him. I'm telling you, I wish I could invite you all here. This man can grill. Yes, he can.
Ready?
He can grill. He can make a steak and he can scramble an egg. Yes, he can. Yeah, I'm almost ready. You might want to turn it down one more tick.
I think this is good.
Because I want to make sure that my patty is a beautiful roundness.
Yeah.
You know, because you know I'm all about the visual, y'all. I know y'all like, okay, does she really think that we're gonna go through it? I don't care what you do at your house. Okay, but for my eyes,
I feel like you may end up at 6 though, because I know that this particular pot tends to cool really quick. And so I don't want it to start getting
okay, so leave it at 6. So look, y'all, this is what, if you can see how nice that round that patty is. We want it to stay that way. Yeah. So we're not going to manipulate it. We're not going to do anything to it until it sears on both sides. And then I'll take the heat down. So I'm going to put this one patty in. Okay, we got a nice little sizzle going on. Maybe I think I could probably get 2 in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it to 7. She's going to take it to 7. I'm going to get another patty in there. And not LaBelle. Because that little corny joke she had. Y'all may have missed it. She had this corny joke about Miss LaBelle.
That's good. Uh-oh. I saw a little stray. I see him right here. I got it. I'll get it in a second.
Oh, what is it?
A little onion there.
An onion jumped out of the pan, y'all.
I see him. I got it.
Onion. Was that onion or was that garlic?
It was a little piece of onion. Teeny little piece.
A teeny little piece of onion. I'm thinking we should do 6 because that's going to get real brown on the side. Take that down.
Put 2 in it, so it's going to bring the heat.
We can bring it back up. I don't want it to get too dark because I put a lot of paprika in here, and so it's going to color it before it gets where I want it to be able to flip it. And like I said, I want to be able to flip it. Let me take this little wild pepper out here. That's going to sit up there and get black. By itself because it didn't incorporate. Okay, so I'm getting these in. And I'm making this nice and round. See, the good thing about this, though, unlike burger meat, how if you put it in there and you don't put that little thumbprint in the middle, it will rise up in the middle and it can turn to one of those Five Guy burgers that looks like a big old meatball. So I got another one. I don't think he's going to have a problem with this one.
So yeah, that's
okay. I think I'm going to just keep it at 2 burgers in this pan because it's really big. Then I'll put 2 more. Okay. So we're going to leave our little mixture over here. And then I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to watch this.
You sure you don't want to turn it up?
I'm gonna lift it and see how brown it is on that one because that was in there for a minute, and then we can decide.
Okay.
You know, because
I just heard the temperature change when we put the
yeah. I'm washing my hands, y'all, so I can start touch my spatula. It smells good though. Shoot, we may end up with chicken sloppy joes, but
that is an idea.
Okay, now did I just make another recipe
with chicken? Of course. You know,
I just make another recipe.
That's an idea.
I'm telling you.
That's an idea.
Y'all are my muses. Y'all have me coming up with all kinds of stuff. Then my kids be looking at me.
No. I saw this can, and I think we bought this like a long, or it got brought to us a long time ago. You know the sloppy Joe mix. It says bourbon chicken.
Oh, bourbon chicken sloppy.
I want to try that.
There you go. But instead of using the can, I'll figure out how to do it.
Version.
Exactly.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yes.
Woo! Okay. Well, I think we got another weekend eats planned up.
Okay.
I don't know which one.
Make way for the bourbon chicken sloppy Joe. I hope not today.
Sloppy Joe. Chicken sloppy Joe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move this over here. I'm gonna lift this one here and see what condition it's in, and then I'll decide whether or not. Yeah, and it is. Can you see?
Yeah.
Under here. Oh, I may be able to flip it.
I think that one's ready to flip.
Okay, this one's ready to flip. The first one. I won't want to flip it bad.
Okay.
Y'all keep your fingers crossed. Flip. Ding! Yeah, ding! It worked! Yay!
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. So we cooked that for about 5 minutes on that side.
Was it 5 minutes?
Yes, about 5 minutes.
It's probably like quicker than that. Okay,
well, I'm gonna say anyway about 3.5, 4 minutes.
We'll time this side and see if it looks the same.
Oh wow, you guys are gonna be this is gonna be fabulous.
Can we put some jack cheese on it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't want any cheese on mine, but I bought some pepper jack cheese slices to melt on this too. And like I said, once we get these two where we need them to be, we're gonna set them off to the side and let them rest, and we'll put the other two in, and then I will begin to make the sauce because I should have made the sauce first because I wanted to sit in the refrigerator and chill for a little bit, you know. So, but while we do that, let me put the screen back on here. I'm so proud of this. This is gonna be the bomb. And just like beautiful assistant said.
And then the sweet potato.
If you want to get the grilled flavor, see, my grill master would take them after I get them solidified on both sides. Then he'd take that outside and he indirectly get that grilled flavor coming through there. He wouldn't even have to do any char marks because I got it from here. Then you got it all. But in the meantime, let me go over here. Beautiful sister, you might want to get your cup because we may have a mess if I push this any further. I'm gonna go over here and drink my coffee and kind of wait for this to brown. Oh yes, that's good.
Yay!
And so then while I'm doing that, y'all, let me move this back. Let me see how I'm gonna condense I got so much information about these coffee mocktails, so I didn't know which one to do. So I'm going to try to condense all of it because I really think that this is summertime. I know because I don't like iced coffee. Does not mean that other people don't, or they might want to try it. You know what I'm saying? So, let me get my real eyes, y'all. Let me see. Where are you, my eyes? There they go.
Okay.
Yes. Good. I can see clearly now. My eyes are on.
Let's check the other burgers, see if they're ready to flip.
Yeah, let me check and see if it's ready to flip. Okay, let's go back.
Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty.
Over here, beautiful assistant is blocking the screen. I got a new thing called a gimbal that I'm gonna try. I'm so scared to try new stuff because every time I get something new, it messes up my streaming, So I may have to try this on another platform and see if it works. And if it does, if I can use this gimbal, then I can kind of move it along with me and we can go down deep. How would you like that? You flipped it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good for you. Okay, so you want to turn it down?
This other one's looking good, and it was about 3 minutes, so yeah.
Okay, so 3 minutes
About
on
4
one side.
minutes. Yeah, I'll say 4 minutes because it's still not quite to this color. So 4 minutes on one side.
And guess what? We're not going to even do that. We don't even have to do the mashing like you would have to do with a beef burger, you know, where it rises up in the middle, because you don't have all that oil.
But what I will say is, since we have the brownness, I will put the top on it.
Yeah, we're gonna put a top, but I don't want it to start. If it looks like it's rising, we're gonna vent it. Yeah. We're gonna vent this so it can cook through, because remember. Yeah, I know, but
you want it more.
Yeah, I'm gonna vent it. So venting it means this. Sorry. You see, I don't have the top on all the way. I have it on enough so some of that heat can go through that meat, because you can eat beef rare. You don't want to do that with the chicken. So of course we're going to get our trusty thermometer and we're going to look at the temperature. But you think we should turn it down?
Yeah, I was about to say maybe a 5.
We're going to do a 5. We're going to bring it down to 5, which would be like a medium heat. Yeah. On a regular stove. Okay, it smells delicious. It really does. It smells delicious. And see, I don't usually do eating like early like this, especially when I know this. And see, that knee just went on me, and so you probably saw it hurt. But I didn't scream, guys. It kind of jumped out there. Now I'm sitting here. I'm making my leg go back and forth. Okay. Oh, I hope the face didn't show it. Anyway, so let me go around here. Yeah, you got to watch it, because see, when there's no cartilage there, depending on which direction it goes, it'll hit that next bone and the electric shock that you feel. So this is what I want to say to everyone. If you ever fall and get hurt and hurt your knees, something like that, don't be a cyborg like I did. Okay. I walked around here with torn meniscus, hurting every day, driving 2 hours one way, driving 2 hours back, because I was working outside of the house then. This was several years ago. In pain continuously for about a month. You know, and it just wouldn't go. And I just sucked it up, buttercup, and didn't go anywhere. I was doing some work around the house, and I stepped down, and one of the kids had a toy on the floor, and I stepped on it, and it made me fall on my knee, and it ripped it. Now, at this point, I didn't know what a torn meniscus was. I'm not a sports person or whatever. And I'm always climbing on something because I'm 5 feet tall. So, you know, and I like to do home work, home repair and stuff. Anyway, so instead of me going straight to the doctor with my crazy self, I didn't. I started favoring my other leg and leaning on the other leg to try to alleviate the pain on this one, which then in turn tore the other one in the same spot, in the inner part of my knee. So now I'm walking around with a severely torn meniscus in my right knee, which is the driving leg, and then a slightly torn in one in the other one. So now this is taking all the alignment off on my back and everything. I'm just jacking myself. I still haven't gone to the doctor. Finally go to the doctor and to find out it's torn. And they don't want to give me surgery because they think the surgery will make it worse. Long story short is, if you get hurt, do not ignore it. Do not act like you are some kind of superhuman person. Go take care of it. Because
flip it again. I'm sorry.
She's going to flip again. So that'll be what, the second flip?
Yeah.
That'll be the second flip. Now, like I said, we're steaming it through at this point. Go take care of yourself right away. Don't think that you don't matter, and that because if it had been one of my kids or my husband or somebody and they had fell, I would have taken them directly to the ER or urgent care somebody. But I neglected to do that because in my crazy mind back then, you know, and I still do a little bit of it now. Hey, I'm going to suck this up and work through the pain. Don't work through the pain, because now I'm 26, 10 years later, and this is really, really hurting me now and almost immobilizing me. And I can't afford to be immobilized because I got so much more to show you. So, you know, hey, we deal with it and we smile and we go to the orthopedic specialist and say, hey, doc, shoot me up with something. So that's where I'm at. But not to worry. I'm going to be here because y'all my family.
Okay, so just so we know, after the second flip, it is 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
It needs to be 165,
right? It has to be 165. So we're at 131 right now. So, and that's the second flip.
Okay, after the second flip, and it being covered and tinted is at 135. But these are really thick, 131. But realize it's going to take longer the thicker and bigger they are. These must be about an inch thick. They got to be an inch thick. Yeah, they're about an inch thick all the way through.
The second side being steamed.
Right, but it's not swelling in the middle, is it?
A little bit, just a little.
So you might want to, yes, right. So you want to watch out when you are tinting, and that's why I tint. When it starts cooking like that, it'll start rising. I want my burger to be flat. So usually when I do, and I probably should have done it with that, but it was just so gooey. When I do a beef burger, I always put a finger indentation in the middle. I make the middle a little thinner to make space for the rising. Now, like I said, most people don't give a rip. But the more oil or more fat you have in some meat when you do a burger, it's going to rise more. This didn't rise that much. Beautiful assistant caught it, so she flattened it out. And so we're on the third flip now.
No, it's
the second flip.
And the second side being steamed.
And so when she goes back, it should be at that perfect temperature of 165, which is safe eating. For those of you who want to do it a little more, you can take it up to about 170, 180. Just, if you just like everything. Well, if you're like my older daughter, she likes everything, her meat drier. She doesn't like juicy. So she would probably take it to 180. I want to have some moisture. I want to have flavor. And so I'm going to take it past probably to like 170 we will do, right? We're going to do about 170. And that way it'll be just where we need it. We know that we won't get any salmonella, and we can enjoy the labor of the fruits of our labor. So once she gets that out, we're going to put the other two in.
Okay.
And I am going to, matter of fact, you can handle that to get that out. I'm going to start on the mayo. That way it can be sitting in the fridge because I don't want it to be loose. The longer you let it sit, the more it thickens up. And it's not going to be a different. This is very, very simple. Actually, if you just want to buy some already herb mayo, I saw the other day when I was shopping online and with Instacart, now Hellmann's has a garlic mayo. I'm like, they just taking it to some limits. I'm like, I started just to get the garlic one. So the hack is this. You don't have to make your own. Get some garlic Hellmann's and then add your little herbs and whatever you want to add into it. And then put it on that burger. Make it easy on yourself. And I don't even know who made that song. I can't remember, but it sounded like a song I heard before. Anyway. Or maybe, just maybe, I just wrote an original. I don't think so. I heard that somewhere. Anywho, let me go over here and get my mayo.
Hold on, are you using spicy mayo or regular?
No, I'm using regular. Okay. I'm making a herb mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Right now we are at 165.
Okay, we're at 165.
And so technically it's safe. So I'm going to bring it up to 6 again to let it finish getting that crispness on it.
Okay. I thought I had Dijon mustard in here.
We did. We sure did. It's in the drawer. Right here.
Oh, child. As you guys can see, I need to clear my refrigerator out once again. All right. So do we have regular mayo in here, or we have to get to the pantry?
I believe it.
Let me get mine. Did you put the? Yes, you did. She put the my spices away. So. Okay. Big parsley. I'm gonna get the regular guys out for this, and then I want to get. Do I have a lemon? That's what I forgot to check.
We should have a lemon. We have limes.
I got limes, but limes are for later. If I don't have a lemon, I'm gonna have. Yeah, I have a lemon. I have a lemon. I have a lemon. Lemon. Oh, that looks so. Man, y'all need to let them see it when you finish that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that teriyaki sauce.
Let me tell you something. I constantly amaze myself. I really do. I constantly amaze myself. I hope that you guys are not just blowing smoke at me and you're trying some of this stuff. Because I am telling you, this eating like that we've been doing in different recipes, it takes the mundane and boring out of everyday cooking.
And the great part is a lot of these can be easily adapted and be keto
or made with a different meat if you don't eat it. Even if you want to take it to the limit of making a veggie burger, that can be done too. Okay. I kind of cook the things that I'm assuming that my family will eat. My family, the bigger people, will eat pretty much anything. My older son will eat pretty much anything. But them little ones, them younger ones, oh brother, you got to do some. You have to do some convincing, Lucy. Okay, the mayo is here.
Okay, and I'm about to.
And if I can get a little teeny tiny bowl.
Okay.
And we might want to get that pan so we can start heating up for our. I probably need one of those. I'm gonna need some small silver, but then I will store it in one of the Pyrex. We probably want to start heating up. Getting ready to do our French fries.
Oh, okay.
Because this may be doing something. This may be doomed soon. This may be. I know people must look at these shows, right? They must say, "Boy, now she does not have just coffee in this cup. There is more in this cup than coffee." Listen,
No.
I take to the sky with a natural high. There ain't nothing in here. This is all my kind of nutty Looney Tunes. Me. All me. It's me here, right here, every day, all day. Okay. Okay. You can get a paper plate. Oh, these are great.
Yeah.
Just like that. And both of them already?
Yeah. I'm about to check the temperature one more time.
Wow. You guys need to see what, man.
So when we take them out, they can see.
Yeah, but y'all want a little bit. Maybe I don't want. I'm just going to put a piece of paper towel on here.
I don't make it mushy.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's why I'm getting rid of.
Yeah, but we can just leave it on the plate and then put it on top.
Okay. That's what I was going to rip a little piece of.
Okay, cool. So which one did you test? Because I want them to see.
Well, hold on. Let me just check the temperature on this one. They were both at 165, but I wanted them at least 1.
Man, these are going to be so good. They're going to be so good. I'm so excited. And I'm not going to sing it. No.
They're at 173.
Okay, 173 is where we want ours.
That we put in first.
Okay, that's the first one at 173, and you want to put a little bit more oil for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys see this. I'm gonna let y'all see this. It is perfect. It is perfectly round. I hope you can see. Okay, do you see what this looks like, guys? Does everybody see? Do you see how perfect this burger is? Do you see it has char on it? I wish I could. I'm gonna let you smell it. Oh, we're gonna let it rest while we do the other two. Do you see how great this looks? Doesn't it look yummy?
Let me get that.
Okay, I'm taking her away from what she's supposed to do. Okay, so we're gonna put just a tad bit more oil in here because we want this heat to maintain so we can do those other ones. Okay, yeah, Yeah, we don't really have to spray it again. We just put some oil on. We can spray it again if you want.
I just feel comfortable.
She feels comfortable. I done made her paranoid. She feels comfortable. See, this I'm telling you, the paranoia is contagious. It's contagious. I'm gonna bring this stuff over here because what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to be getting like a little cart that I can put in the middle of my kitchen so I can kind of like stay over here sometime. Exactly. That can just kind of move around or whatever because I like looking at you when I talk. I really do. I try to talk loud enough so you can hear me and it's not drowned out, so I try.
At least the acoustics in this room.
Okay, yeah, the acoustics are good.
Okay, question. Do I need to turn? I know, I don't know if I
Did you spray it? Did you put the oil in there? Now I'm wondering if we should move some of this gook out the way.
You think?
Yeah, we're gonna take some of this out the way because I don't want it to mess up the look of my burger. So they might want to take some, and some people want to leave it in, but I'm just gonna move some of the seasonings because now this oil is well seasoned, and it's getting hotter. So we're gonna get this out. I'm just going to take this out, a little bit of that. Let me bring this over here. I'm just going to put this over here on there. So now we're going to get a little bit more oil in there. We're going to take this a little bit off the heat because that'll give me a chance to make up the burger.
Yeah, that's why I checked that one.
She's going to put another teaspoonful of oil in. Perfect. And that's going to bring the temperature down some to give me some time to... Now I'm going to fold this over.
And while we do that,
but I need you to put the foil on these burgers because I want the burgers to rest
warm. Okay.
and to stay warm, yes. Okay, so
say temperature for the oven. So we can,
we're doing this on top of the stove, babe.
Oh, I thought you said something about the temperature.
No. If I said temperature, I didn't mean it. Because we bake a lot of our fries and stuff. We don't do like deep frying. We try to stay, contrary to popular belief, okay? I'm a voluptuous woman, but I'm pretty healthy, and I try to do an 80-20. Yeah, I veer to the dark side from time to time, but I'm working on getting better health because as you get older, you really have to be mindful. I just know I can't do what I used to do. That's just it. And because I intend to be rocking with you guys fully capacitated, at least until I'm about, 106. So y'all better stay healthy too so y'all can rock with me. How about that?
So you're going to live forever.
I'm going to live forever. Well, thanks to television and YouTube, I will live forever. Okay, but I'm going to live as long as I can. And I'm going to try to do what I need to do because this is, like I said, this is the glory part of my life. This is. So let me get over here, stop running my mouth, get this other burger in. Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. All right. We probably want to get this back on the fire.
Yep.
I'll make another one. This is going to make probably another 2 big ones, and then I can make a little small one.
Well, the rest of that meat's in there, so we can combine it together and make some more for later.
Yeah.
In case the kids want some.
Yeah, they don't want this.
Or we have some for
later. See, she worried about herself. Okay. Tonight, y'all, let me tell you, y'all don't want to miss the Love Rhythm recipe. I need y'all to go take a nap, take a break, go shopping, do whatever you do. I need for you to return tonight because it's going to be a good one. Okay. First of all, I'm going to be making Casey's beef enchiladas with a Mexican rice. All this stuff from scratch. That's number 1. Number 2, the topic of the evening will be the many forms of cheating. And I'm just leaving with that.
Yeah. So then, let's explore that.
We're going to explore that. It's going to be juicy. So I'm making this other burger up.
Should I turn it back to 6?
Yeah, turn it back this way. So the pot's going to be hot anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think 6 is good.
Yeah.
To start.
So let me get this all put together. So yeah, y'all come on back over there. Y'all come on over here and y'all see the show. If you never, transitioned and did the 2 shows before, this is the one you don't want to miss. Trust me.
Why do we say? Because it's facts.
No. It's because people think unilaterally. Okay. My nose is running. Can you wipe that for me or something?
I will get you tissue.
Okay. Allergies are trying to act up. I got a beautiful assistant. Okay, just pat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Beautiful assistant is touching up my makeup because my nose started to run, and we don't do that and cook.
Ooh.
So no. So she took it. I tell you, it's so great to have children of age. It really is. They are more than just a blessing. They're indentured servants. Okay. I'm joking, dog, man. I'm so happy that I have these people in my life. Okay, so we're gonna put this one in here and just try a little water and that'll tell us.
We got some? Okay.
Yeah, I keep the
water.
It's ready. Okay, so I don't want to touch the handle of this pot because it's nasty. My hand is dirty. Okay, so kind of move some of that oil over. She's going to distribute there you go. And I'm going to stick this right like that. See, it's not really that hand. She jumped and hit. Girl, get the screen.
Instinct. Ain't nothing happened. Just my brain was like.
She heard the pot and she went to pot locking. That's what she did. She got scared, y'all.
I did. They caught me slipping. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get this other patty because this has a lot of big pieces of pepper that thing didn't make small.
Speaking of pepper, I think someone up my nose. I'm gonna try this. A little sneezy. I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I guess the little
Yeah, I think the next time I'm gonna use the magic, the what do you call it, the NutriBullet.
Yeah, that'll get it. Real
I mean, not that I mind, the little pieces, because that's fine. But I want it to be, I just want it to be real smooth and have the flavor.
You want it more like a paste.
Right.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. There you go. Yeah, paste.
I know for next time. I thought you wanted a little bit of texture.
A little, but I can live with the texture. Yes, I can. But when I cook, I always think with the mind of maybe a child may try it.
Right. That's true.
Maybe a child may try it. So if a child tries it, and I'm always trying to get the children to try different things,
Yeah.
then I want them to not, refuse it or rebuke it. Exactly. Too much this and too much. Mind you, they like onions and all this stuff.
Never knew.
Yeah, put the other one in.
Okay.
I think the fire may need to go down some, and the reason why I'm saying because I'm seeing a lot of smoke.
Well, let me check.
And the skillet is already hot.
Right, but you do want that first sear so it can hold up the paste.
Yeah, but I don't want it to sear too much, and then it's not. It's not cooked. It cooks faster on the outside than the inside.
I know, that's all I'm about.
Okay, guys, I had enough, so I can make another little teeny tiny burger. I had left.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna make a teeny tiny burger here.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it because it's the perfect color that we need.
Are you sure? Watch your arm.
Yes, I'm being careful.
Okay, you sure you're gonna be able to flip that one? Watch that grease too, because it looks kind of loose. It looks kind of loose on the top. See, but I'm saying how fast it gets brown because that skillet is already hot. When you do the second round of your frying, your skillet the metal itself is already hot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so it browns it quicker. That doesn't mean that you don't need to cook it the same amount of time as the other one. You're just going to have to adjust your heat now.
Yeah.
So she's leaving it at a certain heat. She knows it's going to brown a little bit quicker. Okay, I need to get this other one in here.
You want to put this in with it?
Yeah, it can fit. I got the little teeny tiny. I got a teeny tiny one here.
Yeah, I'll make a little space.
Okay, make a little space because you don't want to crowd your pan. That's important.
So yeah,
because crowding your pan lowers the heat of your oil.
Yeah, I think my little snack is.
She already owned the teeny tiny one, y'all.
Man.
Maybe one of the children may want to try it.
Okay, we'll see. If not, they got a certain amount of time.
Okay, wow. Do you feel the love around here? I'm just trying to clean some of this stray meat out of this pot. Out of this pan, rather.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rinse my hands too.
Okay. Paper towel over here.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm just cleaning this up a little. Get that all cleaned up. And then we'll send this through the dishwasher when we put the dishes in the dishwasher. And yes, I know I wash it by hand, but the dishwasher, and even though if you can see that I'm using very, very hot water, I can stand it. I'm an old school person. I'm used to washing dishes by hand. I have a dishwasher for decoration and for beautiful assistance because I don't use it. But I'm going to put this in the dishwasher just to be sure that any remnants, and that's another thing about using stainless steel. When you're dealing with things that can cause E. coli and salmonella, it's good because there are no crevices for it to stick into. So I'm going to wash that, and then we're going to wash it again in the dishwasher on the highest heat to make sure that it's safe for usage for another dish, But I'm going to tell you, food safety is important. And that's another thing about home cooking. You control how safe the food is, whether, it can harm you or whatever. You have that control. You know what has gone on with your food because you prepared it. So that's another thing. You got to take all these things in account. And I will tell you guys, I am so proud of my family this week. Do you know that we did not eat out one day this week? We had home food every single day. And the meals were interesting. The meals were economical. They were quick because I did several of them in beautiful assistance right after me working my 9 to 5, and then I went back to work, you know what I'm saying? And worked the rest of the night. But I was able to do several meals that were really delicious. Of course, we had our naysayers, the two little, well, I say not even two little ones, because I would say that my 8-year-old grandson was willing to try it, and he ate it, right?
Yeah.
He ate it, and he liked it. So I think that our mission is to get away. And like I said, I know the kids like to eat out. I don't eat out. It's a rare occasion. But I know the kids like that stuff. But I want to get them more into the mindset of eating more at home and less, out in the street. And that's the bottom line. Home meals are the best meals. Those are the meals you can control the taste, the safety, the nutrition facts, all of that. And I think a lot of that, I think that's the difference between when I was growing up. And like I said, it wasn't because my family could not go to a fast food restaurant. It was just like my family comes from the South. And in the South, they cook. They cook. Cooking is just what you do. And if you go to one of these fast food places, it's like a rarity. You know what I'm saying? So it really is it's a big deal. But when you come from the South, you cook. And even if you live in the North, you know what I'm saying, and you bring your family up in the North, if your roots are Southern, or, pretty much you cook. And it just baby boomer people cook, so, and see, it did it again. So,
What happened?
My knee.
Oh.
Let's vent that a little. Okay, so I come from a place where people cook. And I'm going to shake my knee out again so it can jump back into position. Okay, I guess the people who see what rewatch this is like, okay, what is she doing? It's a new dance, y'all. I came up with a new dance, y'all. That's what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to surrender to the dying of the light. I'm going to let her bring these ingredients over here and I'm going to sit myself down. That's what I do. Okay, before I make people think that I need to go to the ER, because I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's like I have been battling with fate or the cosmos trying to keep me from being great, and I refuse to surrender to the dying of the light. So I need a teaspoonful and a teaspoon. I need a tablespoon and I need a fork because I'm going to hand whip it. Okay.
So I'll put your lemon and herbs in here.
Okay, so she got my lemon. Oh, and I need to cut this.
Knife, yes.
Right. So if you could, matter of fact, cut it over there. That way I don't have that mess. I'm going to do a little bit of lemon juice in here. I got my little sweetener over here. And it's very simple. I'm going to eat my minced garlic. It's a very simple herbed mayo that I'm going to do that I think will taste lovely on this burger. If you want ketchup, if you want to eat it plain, if you want to put some mustard on it, whatever you want to do, it's yours. I'm just trying this because, I'm the concoction queen. I just really am. And that part of me is being revived doing these shows. So, because, honey, I made a concoction all the night and everybody's looking at me like, we said, well, what are we going to have for dinner? They never know what they want for dinner. So I get off technically at 5:00, right? But most times, I don't really get off. I just keep working until, work works for me. But anyway, so I said I was determined that we were going to cook. Of course, nobody could think of anything other than what? Chicken. I'm like, oh no. I said, do we have some tuna? Do we have tuna here? So they went and they found tuna. I said, do we have any egg noodles? I had bought these egg noodles because, what did I make the other week that I used egg noodles with? I can't remember. It was something that I made. Oh, the meatball stroganoff. I made that for the Love Rhythm recipe. And so I bought 2 types of noodles. And I bought these little straight egg noodles that you can put in like chicken noodle soup or something. But they look like little pieces of broken spaghetti. That's what they look like, but they're egg noodles. And I didn't use them. And so I said, we got those. How many does it serve? So we looked at that. And then I said, okay, I need some cream of chicken soup. I need some Velveeta cheese sauce. I need some cheese. Long story short, I made a stovetop tuna casserole. Everybody was the naysayers until they tasted it. I didn't spend one dime. It was here in my house, and them children we had a broccoli with that, and it was done in what, like less than 30 minutes. It didn't heat up the house. It was a good protein carbohydrate ratio. They had a vegetable. They were full, and all was good with the world. Okay, so I'm saying to say sometimes you just pull it together. You don't, when you live in a house of people who really don't ever know what they want to eat other than chicken, sometimes you have to push the envelope and just explore. So I'm going to take a heaping tablespoonful of this mayo, and I'm going to take two of these because I think that's probably all I will need for these 4 burgers. I'm going to take two of that, maybe, let me, 2.5. Okay, and I got that there, so I'm going to close that up. I got this on sale because I used to get the squeezable one, but I find 48 fluid ounces, I get more of this when I do the squeezable is $6.99, and this is $6.99. I get more mayo. It's less convenient because I'm into squeezing, However, it works. So I'm going to take my Dijon mustard, and I'm going to do 3 squirts, which will probably be about a teaspoonful of the Dijon mustard. Every time I say I'm going to squeeze this thing, see, I need to stop. What I need to stop doing is shaking it up first. I need to open it and then shake it. I'm going to learn. So I'm going to squeeze a teaspoonful of Dijon mustard in here. And what drops off the top now. Okay, there you go. And now it's a big mess, so I need a paper towel. Because look what I did, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to take a squeeze. Now, these lemons don't have seeds, but if you have a lemon that has seeds, let me show you a trick. You take your hand like this, you open your fingers just slightly, and you squeeze. This is going to give you the juice without the seeds. Okay?
You can use the juicer that I have here.
Or you could use, if you got a highfalutin juicer, you can use. I ain't going through that because then I gotta wash it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, she did. They always want to steal my thunder.
I'm not stealing. I'm just.
Okay, we don't. But everybody, do all of you have a juicer? Raise your hand if every one of you have a juicer. Even you out there who are not in the chat.
Technology.
Okay, everybody doesn't have a juicer. Okay, some people are cooking with the pot and the pan that they got from the dollar store. Okay, we're going to do, I'm going to do 2 drops. So that's going to be a half a teaspoonful of the garlic minced. 1, 2. There you go. Always trying to I need some black pepper and whatever. I didn't even know what that thing was. And my husband brought that thing up in here, child. Okay, I'm going to get some black pepper. I'm going to do a half a teaspoonful of the black pepper in here. You're always trying to make me use technology. I don't want to use technology.
I don't want to be current.
No, I don't want to be current. No, I don't want to be current. I'm going to do a pinch. I have my parsley. I'm going to do a pinch of my parsley. Okay, I'm trying to show y'all the cheap way. Okay? If you have a juicer.
If you happen to have one on
if you have a butler, they can do it too. Okay, and then I have the chopped Italian herbs I'm putting in here. Oh, bougie girl. It's like, huh. All right, and then I'll put a pinch of basil in here. See, nobody even answered me. They don't know. They don't have juicers either. But they do have their hand and their open finger.
You're right.
Okay. All right. So let me close this up. And I'm going to put a little bit of salt in this. Just a little. Okay. So I'll need the salt. And I'm going to put 2 squirts of this. Okay. Okay. That's one out of many. Okay. Both of the love is young like you. Okay. So let me squeeze this. 1, 2, I'm going to do in here. And then I need the salt.
Okay.
Both of the love.
Salt or regular?
No, the regular salt. Bobo the Love is young. So Bobo the Love looks for technology. Okay, I'm trying to teach you. Listen, it is technology because I ain't never even seen that thing before. Okay, you didn't see her last week when she was trying to use that thing. When she tried to use that thing, right, and put that lemon or whatever it was she was doing, and the thing jumped out into the sink.
No, it's because I dropped it before I put it in. That's user
Okay,
error.
I'm putting a sprinkle of salt. I'm putting a sprinkle of salt in here, y'all. Okay, and I'm gonna stir this up, and then we'll see what we got. It's simple. Like I said, we ain't doing no whole lot of nothing here. I just want to end. Oh, I know what I forgot. Bring me my Casey's blessing. You know, we don't do anything without that. I just realized that. I'm looking at this. I'm like, hey, this is kind of something's missing. And like I said, you don't have to. You can omit this, but I put this in everything except for my desserts. And when if I can figure out exactly, so I put a little squirt of that in there. Okay. Exactly, because this literally goes in everything, and it tastes different in everything. But you see the difference, and I don't know how. Don't ask me how. It tastes different in everything. If you could give me when you finish one of the little Pyrex bowls, and I'll put it in there, and I'll sit in the fridge. You know, so I just kind of mixed it up. That's it.
Like, is this one big enough or small?
Probably smaller.
Bobo says that they're 48.
Okay, like I said, you're a baby. I don't even remember when I was 84, Bobo. Okay, you're a baby. When I was 48, I didn't even know what 26 was. Yeah, that's good. I love these little things. My husband is so innovative. You know, no, seriously. When I was 48, child, 48. You, man, please. You a baby.
That middle age.
You are a baby.
They probably got like laser technology now.
Okay, so let me taste this stuff. I'm gonna taste it.
Oh, these are nice.
You might want to taste this one.
Oh, that's delicious.
No.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be really good.
That tastes good.
Yeah.
That tastes good.
You want to have a whole line of sauces.
I'm gonna put a little bit more lemon juice in there, but that tastes good. That tastes good. God. It's so simple, yet it's refreshing. It's delicious. No, it's no cilantro in here. I didn't put cilantro. This is Italian herbs. But I'll tell you, the fresh herbs make a difference because I don't know, the flavors are it just enhances it. This is so simple, but it's going to do so much for that chicken. That for our Chicken Burger Deluxe. And it's going to be this. So I'm getting this and I'm putting it in this little Pyrex bowl. My husband bought me all sizes. They're so cute, you know, and they really work well in the fridge because you can see what you got in there. You know how you put those Tupperware bowls in there and it's like Tupperware surprise after a while. You don't know what it is.
Okay, these are ready. So can I put cheese on a couple?
Okay, but not yet. Because you know you want it to rest, and we can do that at once we get because we still have to put this in here. I need to cut up my vegetables, and we need to get these French fries done. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the fridge, and let me let you see what it looks like. And I didn't make a whole lot because I tend to make too much sauce. It's just going on the burger. That's it. But this is. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay, you guys can see it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to close this up. And the further ahead you make this is great because then it will thicken and thicken and thicken. Okay, and these are the other burgers. Look how beautiful. Look at that. These are the ones that rested. She's taking the other ones out to put them on here so they can rest. We're going to get the French fries started, and I'm going to cut up the tomato and the onion to go on there because I'm going to put a nice piece of tomato, some nice shredded lettuce, some shredded green leaf lettuce, or you can actually use some spinach if you want, whatever kind of greenery you like, or none. I'm going to have red onion on it and the tomato, this lovely sauce, and they're gonna have pepper jack cheese on theirs, and they have banana peppers that they may want to put on theirs. Okay, so these are beautiful. Look, tell me something good. Yes. So we're gonna let the rest of those rest. I'm gonna get this mess out the way. We are going to get a little pot on the stove because I don't want to. I was going to do a bigger pot to deep fry these fries, but I'm not going to waste all that oil. Number one, and number two, it's not a whole lot of fries, and it doesn't make sense, to use a big pot. So I'm gonna use a smaller pot. I even have a deep fryer. I do. I have the little deep fryer. Child, there's no end to the things that my husband has not bought in this house that I'll never use. One day I'm going to have a yard sale. I mean, stuff that's still in the box. Unopened, untouched. But you know what? I guess since I have a cooking show, and for those of you who like appliances, I'll start pulling them out and making some of the recipes and those things for my millennials. Did I say that right? Yeah. My millennials. Yeah. Okay, and my Gen Zs and ABCs, EFGs, all of you who like Insta stuff, and I have all the Instapot. I got all that stuff. And I will make these lovely recipes and these things in the air fryer. Matter of fact, my oven is a full-fledged air fryer. It's a dehydrator, it's an air fryer, it's everything. But of course, I got the little ones too. So if I want me to air fry something, I will show you an air fry recipe. But at the end of the day, guys, I am a straight, just old-fashioned, yeah. So, but I'll do it for you guys. Yes, I will.
Are you using this knife for your cutting of the vegetables?
Yeah, nope. Because that knife I probably need that big ninja knife to try it. Because we still haven't sharpened any of these knives, y'all. Okay, so now we have 4 knife sharpeners, and everybody's, which direction should it go? I'm like, okay, all the knife sharpeners I bought, I could have took it somewhere and they couldn't sharpen all my knives. So, and I never did. Okay, well, I guess I'll do it now. Wipe off this mustard.
Oh, I gave you tissue.
And I know, and I didn't use it. Okay, I'm just trying to move this stuff, guys. Okay, and I'll put this in the trash. And clean up the stove so we can start with the French fries. Oh, let's put some cold water. Put some Dawn dishwashing detergent in here.
Yeah, I guess that there's I can get the stuff up in there.
In there.
Yeah. Like
that. And some water in my other pan. Okay, so we're going to get prepared for the French fries. I'm going to slice up these tomatoes, and then we're going to talk coffee, guys. Just wipe off the stove, and then I guess you can fry the fries. Okay. And what you might want to do is put the fries on that rack thing so they can stay, how we make the rack?
Yeah.
So they can stay crispy. Okay. And then we can, season them up or whatever. Because they're nice and dry. Look at them. They're perfect. No moisture. I love this.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it. You might want to sprinkle a little Casey's blessing on them when they come out.
That was the plan.
So. See, here we go again. We blessing the fries, y'all. Okay, what happened to our buns over here?
I moved them.
Because we might want to toast it up or something, or warm it up or something. Okay, so let me do this. Let me get my probably that little right side. No, I got the medium. Okay. Let me get this nice, because they actually, I guess they did what I asked. Oh, I got a bigger one. Woo, I got a big firm. Oh, wow. Thank you, Instacart lady, whoever you were. I didn't get to even see you to say anything to you. But thank you. They did exactly what I asked them to do. They got me the biggest, firmest. Oh, this is so good. I got the biggest, cup of free water.
I was trying not to say that.
That's an inside joke, y'all. One day I'll tell you that. One day. Yeah, that's an inside. Oh boy, we are bad here in this here house. Yes, we are. Is this the only lettuce we have? No, because I don't. That looks kind of like it's ready to go bye-bye. Yeah, I like this one better. Okay. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Okay. So guys, guess what? So I decided to make like a little pre-commercial for the Love Rhythm recipe, right? So I made a little video and it said certain little blurbs. It was like, it's not even a minute, it's about a minute. And I put it to Luther Vandross's Secret Love. It's talking about, you know, the many ways of cheating and stuff, but I thought it was so funny and cute. I'm going to take this over here and let me, what do we use this for?
I had cut a lemon on it.
Oh, she cut a lemon on that. So I'm going to wash this. My little flexible cutting board. You better make up your draining board before you, because you know that's gonna heat up quick.
Well, yeah, it's in this pan.
Yes, in that pan.
This pan.
And you probably want to use a smaller eye.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the short was really cute. I thought it was cute, and it gathered some attention because, like I said, my show at night. It's probably kind of conflicting to some people because they're like, okay, is this a relationship show or is this a cooking show? And the dynamic is both, and then it's alive, and then it comes on weekly, you know? So you have people that are coming there for the recipes. So when you put it on YouTube, right, and when you upload these shows, you have to give the algorithms some kind of inkling of what direction they need to you send it to, you know. And I guess I must confuse the algorithm to death. And the reason why I say that because it is all those things, you know. It is all those things. So let me get this over here. You know, so I figured if I started marketing it, then you know, and just putting all the components in there, because on my thumbnails I just put the food, you know, to get you over there so you can see that there are other things, you know, because a thumbnail is so big, you know. So I figured I would start doing like weekly little commercials or whatever, little shorts, so it can kind of draw people so they can kind of see what's going on. Because I really do think if you come, you'll have a good time. Okay, so Beautiful Assistant is just setting up, making like a little rack where we can keep the French fries crispy. Okay, and if you can get me that knife when you get a moment, come underneath there. And then I'm washing my tomato. My tomato is so wonderfully firm. It's lovely. I'm gonna rinse that off and dry it. It's nothing like a firm tomato, guys. I'm telling you. And then I'm gonna take my onion. I think I showed you guys my onion hack. My hack to keep from onions making you cry. I've never had a tear since I figured out how to do this, and it's been years. So let me get this knife. Here's hoping that this knife here is sharp enough for me to do what I need. Well, this knife advertised, you guys, that if I drop the tomato on top of it, it will slice it immediately. I have not experienced this happening as of this point. This is another one of the wonderful HSN buys that my husband saw fit to get me. And I must admit, I was sold because it looked like it was right. Well, we got to find out, y'all. Because, yeah. So, I just want you guys to see this tomato. This tomato is so firm. Look at that. If you can hear it. Look at, you see what I'm saying? Firm. That's what you want when you put it on a sandwich. Okay.
Nothing's worse than a soggy, like really.
Nothing worse than a soggy tomato.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this and I'm going to, okay, it cut down the side of my onion. So this is what I do when I do onions to keep from having that crying sensation going on that everybody complains about. So I cut both sides off. Then I cut it down the side here. And then I open it. Just like that. And I'll take a couple of the layers off because I don't want that. And then this little membrane, I make sure the membrane is gone. So now it's looking like this. Already you see it's not bothering me. Onion has some type of juice or acid that it emits. It's almost like a protection from you eating it. But never say never. I'm going to eat it. So then you take some cold water, right? And you take your onion and you just kind of rub it underneath the water. Rub the open sides where its little defense mechanism can come out. Make sure you rinse it off really, really well. Let me get a paper towel.
Where's that little cup with the water in it?
Did I oh, it's here. I thought I scooped it up and threw it away, y'all. Because I'm good for that. So now you take your onion, right? Now your onion is ready for the slicing. So, because I sliced off both ends. You see? I'm smelling it. It's all up in my face. Nothing. I took its power away. And now I can slice this nicely to go on my sandwich. And I don't have to shed a tear. Okay? And get the rest of this onion skin and stuff up out the way. Get that up over here. And then I will commence to slicing it up. And we'll have our little fixings for our sandwiches. Let me throw this away. Okay. Why am I looking at a bowl in the trash?
Because it had a chip on the
Okay.
side. Yeah, I checked it.
Okay. Let me wash my hands again, y'all. I thought my kids had been at it. You know, I've lost whole silverware sets because my children toss the silverware in the trash with the food. You know, so I have to check sometimes. Especially when they were younger. Oh boy, they do it all the time.
Not so bad now.
Not so much now. Okay, so I'm just drying this off. I'm gonna get me a nice paper plate so I can put my fixings on there. Okay, and we should be where we need to be. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this up, and then you can put it away because I really need to do what I said I was gonna tell my family over here to do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see. We're gonna see if this really is sharp.
Question: is this boiled good enough boiled?
Okay, you want to drop one of those fries in. No, but you can't really see like that. That probably is hot enough. So what you want to do when you're deep frying, you take one of your fries, you drop it in. If it floats up to the top, it's going to go down to the bottom. But as it goes to the top, that means it's getting done.
No, I'm saying I'm saying is that fast enough?
Yeah, but you'll know when you put that. Just one.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's going good right now.
Yeah.
I'll have to put another one in.
You have one in there already? Oh, I didn't know you had one in there. I didn't see that she had one in there, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna try this and see. Let's see. Okay, so it went through the skin. I'm going around. It went through the skin, pretty easy. Okay, I took the top part off. Okay, so I have and I'm going to now, because the juices are emitting from this tomato, and I want it to be not so juicy. And so I'm going to blot it. And then I'm going to slice again. So these are so big until I really, truly can slice. And I like my tomatoes cut thin, you know. So I like to cut mine thin. This didn't do too bad of a job, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, that's very thin.
That's really pretty thin. I like mine cut thin. Some people like them thick. I like it thin. So that's what I'm going to do. Cut a couple more pieces.
I should be enough for
Just like that.
Okay, good.
Okay. And I'm going to be mindful of my hand because this is pretty sharp.
Pretty sharp, pretty easy. Yeah. You think you should cut
And-
it on the cutting board?
No, because I want you have to cut in a certain direction. So you really should be cutting away from yourself. But this is what the expert can do. Okay. And I'm an expert. Okay. My daughter doesn't buy that. Okay. She just nervous Nelly. Okay. Then I got another piece there. That's really good. And then I'm gonna take one more piece. Just like that. Yeah, and he did this little thing. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that was kind of thick. And that's because I can't see. Okay, but if you look, it cut it really nice. Really
Yeah,
nice.
that was very nice.
Okay, so we got the pretty tomato. And so let's see what we can do with our onion friend. And you can put whatever fixings you want on here, to be totally honest. You know, it's up to your likings. But these are the things that I think would go good with this. So now I'm going to cut it this way, and we'll see what we got. See, that's a little thick for me. This is why I cut this way, because I can see better, and I can make it a little thinner. And so I just turn the onion, so I don't have to worry about my fingers or whatever, and she's not tripping out. Okay, so I'm gonna take that apart. I'm gonna do it again. Hey, what's going on with you? I don't like the way that looks. So I'm gonna take this. I don't like the way that looks. Let me see. Oh, it's fine. It's just not as firm, so I cut that part off. And like I said, you know how I am. I'm the visual girl. It has to be just so for me. And this is why I don't eat out, because see, if it's not just so, then I'm feeling some type of way, and I'm deducting, and I'm like, and see, my brother, God rest his soul, he's like, he would hate to go somewhere with me, because if it wasn't up to par, then I'd be like, okay, you need to take this back. It's not done enough. He's like, they're gonna do something to your food. You know, he was so paranoid. But you know what? Listen, my money come hard. Okay, and so if I ask for something, and I'm very, very deliberate about what I ask for, and you think you can just hand me what you want to hand me, and if I don't say anything, then you think it's okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I keep telling people, a closed mouth don't get fed. So you know what? If they're gonna be that mean and hateful that they want to do something to my food because I'm asking for something that I'm entitled to, those people are going to do something to my food anyway. And I wouldn't know it. And those are the risks that you take when you eat out. I think people with principle are not going to behave in that way. But my brother was quite paranoid about that. It's like, don't say anything. Just don't eat. I'm like, nope. So I may have eaten a lot of people's foot or whatever. I don't know.
How do people?
A lot of toes, a lot of whatever. It just gave it flavor. That's all. It just gave it flavor. So now I've got my onions cut nicely. And I'm going to take what's left here and I'm going to put it in some baggies and stick it in the fridge because we will be using it again. I'm so sure. Okay, you might want to check these fries.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this up. Let's see, now I really do have to sit down and I have to keep my promise and say what I was going to say.
Not quite done yet.
Okay, you want them nice and crisp and golden.
Yeah. You tell me if this is golden enough or should it be like, I like mine a slight bit darker. But
No, you want them crispy. Okay, yeah, you don't want, they're not going to get us so dark, okay? They're not ready.
No, that's
still
soft. A little more.
It's still soft.
Okay.
So you let them cook. When they start floating to the top, then they're ready.
Well, they aren't floating. They're floating, but they're not that.
They're not done. Yeah, they're not. The texture's not good.
Okay, so we're thinking the same thing. Cool. I'm just making sure.
What am I doing? Okay, I really don't want to do this. I want to put my tomato and onion in baggies. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Let me get that in here because I will be using this later. for my turkey sandwich.
Yoo-hoo. So many birds today.
Yeah, so many birds, so little time. Then I'll put my onion in, just like that, and make sure there's no air because I don't want to be smelling onion throughout my fridge.
Oh, yeah.
I close it up really tight, just like that. And then I'm going to get this back into the sink so it can be cleaned. And this knife, this lovely knife, what I'm going to do for it, I'm going to wash it right now and put it back in its secret place. In the box. So maybe it'll actually stay sharp, y'all. This really is sharp.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna say that if I drop this tomato on top of it, it's gonna split it like it
No,
does
it's gonna
something.
get stuck on it though.
Okay, but it can cut it. It can. It most certainly can. So
Okay.
try this
That's
off.
his job.
And you want to thoroughly dry stuff like this because if you put it away and it's a little wet, you take the risk of things getting rusted. You really do.
Those are pretty.
Let me take this out and put it back.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, make sure I got it the right way. Go to show you, I really never use this knife. It still has the little packet that comes with the warranty and stuff that I never sent in. Okay, take this and this. I need to open up my lettuce. Just sit that on the side.
Very pretty.
Okay.
I love homemade fries. They're the best.
Yeah, homemade fries are good. They are very good. Especially when you make them out of red potatoes. You know, red potatoes are my favorite.
Yeah, mine too. They're very creamy.
Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of lettuce on the side here so we can have them for sandwiches. Hopefully, Grill Master will be home soon and he can enjoy this too. I don't know if he's going to make it here before we're finished though. Because he's coming from far away from here. Yeah, he works about 60 miles away from here. So, yeah.
Quite some way away.
Okay, I'm going to get this. I'm taking all my air out. I'm going to give me one of those quart-sized freezer bags. Put the rest of my lettuce in there. And when beautiful assistant gets a moment later, she can vacuum seal this so she can save the life of my lettuce. Because any air gets to this stuff once you open it, and even before you open it, it starts going bad. So I'm going to just put it in here like this for now. And gather all of this stuff, get it in the fridge. Look. I'm making a mess. Let me get that in here. Okay, and put that in here. And yeah. Okay, put this over here. I have my fixings. I'm going to get a freezer bag so I can cover this up and just pop them in the fridge so they can stay nice and chilled. Because I love the dynamic between the warmth of the meat, the melting if you do cheese, and then the coolness of your vegetables, your lettuce, your tomatoes. And that's the one thing that you don't get a lot of when you go to fast food restaurants because they nuke everything. They slap the burger together, they put the lettuce and everything on top, and they stick the whole burger in there. So then you get cooked lettuce and cooked everything. Okay, I'm going to save this piece. You might want that over there. And here, if you can take this. Oh, you might, because I pulled that piece of foil, not thinking I needed to have a freezer bag. So let me go over here and quickly, because our meal is almost done.
Yeah, I love it. Can't wait.
Okay, so. Okay.
What's the matter?
Let's see what we got. All right, so I'm going to push this back. I'm a little thirsty. I need some coffee. Okay, great. So let me get my eyes. Cause I took them out, what, 30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
And never put them on. So let me clean them off. And as I said, so I'm gonna make this one quick because there's a lot of these. Um, so like I was saying, coffee, they have a lot of coffee mocktails. And so what is a coffee mocktail? A mocktail made with coffee instead of alcohol. So they're using coffee in place of the alcohol. It's where the mixologist meets the morning brew. So think of it as a non-alcoholic cocktail that's refreshing, energizing, and stylish. So instead of making you woozy and wanting to go to sleep, it pumps you right on up. Okay, why are coffee mocktails so popular? Well, they give coffee lovers something fun and new to sip. They're alcohol free, so perfect for a brunch or work events or just chilling out at night. Social media loves them, they say. Okay, they're pretty, they're layered, and they're very, very aesthetic. So they look good. Okay, what makes them special, they say. So it's a combo of bold flavor with unexpected ingredients. So they put things in the coffee like herbs and citrus and spices and fizz. So like, I guess, seltzer water. Okay, then what else did they do? They say that you can control the caffeine and the sweetness, that you can do by how strong you make the coffee or how much coffee content you put in there. Okay. Then they let you play with the flavor. So you can make it sweet or savory or tangy or spicy, and the coffee is still the star. Okay. You can serve it at brunches when you want something more exciting than just black coffee. Afternoon pick-me-ups, if you want to feel a little fancy, and dinner parties when you want to drink without a, drink that, kind of elevates itself, but then you don't want to have the liquor. Okay. Date nights and just self-care nights. All right. So they say the best ingredients for these mocktails, of course, is cold coffee. So a cold brew coffee or espresso for the base. Then you put things in, like I said, tonic water, lemon lime, orange zest, syrups, mint, rosemary, ginger beer, even coconut milk, they say, vanilla or floral water, like a rose or lavender water for a softer vibe. I can't begin to tell you what that would taste like. Okay, but you know who I would use as my taste tester? Beautiful assistant, because she likes cold coffee. So they say tips to making it fancy. You want to always use clear glasses to put it in, so you can show off the different layers of the flavor or the ingredients. You want to add a twist of citrus peel or herbs or edible flowers as a garnish. They say ice matters, so you want to crush the ice for texture, or have spears of ice so it'll be more dramatic. The coffee mocktail vibes for every mood, they say. So bold and bitter, espresso plus tonic and orange. That's if you want something bold and bitter. Sweet and smooth would be a cold brew plus vanilla plus oat milk. Okay. Then they have something bright and zesty, coffee and lemon juice and ginger beer. And then cozy and spicy, cold brew, cinnamon syrup. I don't know what it is. I guess a syrup made probably with cinnamon and like sugar, like a simple syrup or something. Mm-hmm. And a frothed milk. So a frothy milk. Let's see what else, because I got a lot on this stuff. Okay. And so they're saying, yeah. And so now I just have like some names. So they have an espresso tonic. They have a citrus cold brew fizz. They have something called a mocha mint cooler, vanilla rose. Yeah, see how she's getting excited? A vanilla rose latte mocktail. Yeah. A ginger coffee mule. Okay. It sounds interesting, Hey. Yeah. Hey, I'm simple, but for those of you who are adventurous and you just like all these different coffees and things, I say this is perfect. And it will definitely, if you have guests or just, family or whatever, a Sunday brunch or whatever, or breakfast, do it up. Do it till you're satisfied. So next I want to talk to you about hacks to grow your own salad. Now I came across this because my husband is trying his hand at being a gardener, or a gardener, because he's doing vegetables and things like that. He's been doing this for the last 3 years, so he thinks he's finally perfected it. In the meantime, the squirrels are eating my lettuce, the rabbits have the carrots and my cucumbers, and I get nothing but summer squash. So I was so upset. I wanted that lettuce. Anyway, so they're saying you can start your own garden even if you don't have it outside of something big and elaborate like what he's doing. So they say start with easy, fast-growing greens. I'm good with that. Lettuce, spinach, arugula, and microgreens grow quickly, they say, and don't need a lot of space. I may have to clear off a corner somewhere. Okay, you can harvest baby greens in 2 to 3 weeks. So that's why those doggone squirrels were standing out there on the trees just waiting and waiting. They knew it. Okay. These grow well in containers, raised beds, or even recycled salad containers. No backyard, no problem. Use a sunny windowsill, balcony, or porch. All you need is 4 to 6 hours of sunlight a day. Grow in the window boxes, pots, or mason jars. Okay. Water smart, not hard. Water lightly but consistently. Soggy soil will give you sad, wilty greens. This is a pro tip. Use a spray bottle or a recycled water bottle to gently mist your greens. Use kitchen scraps to regrow vegetables. So romaine lettuce, green onions, and celery can regrow in water. I guess you can put a piece in there and because you ever see the bottom of the celery? It looks like it has these little roots. I guess you can cut the bottom off and stick it in there and it'll regrow. It says see, I was right. Just place the root ends in a shallow dish of water and you'll get a great growth in a few days. It's a great project for your kids. Didn't I tell y'all about that doggone bean plant that was moving for real and trying to climb? It was from some kind of bean that they had the kids plant in school. And we sat on the windowsill and it was fine. It started sprouting. It was fine. It grew a little taller. It was fine. I looked and it kept trying to reach and catch, or you see that shade over there? It has a little string. It kept trying to connect to the string and grow around like a beanstalk. I'm like, it was alive. So I moved the thing away. You know that plants are alive, but they usually go at such a fast pace or whatever. You can't see it move. I am telling you. I moved it off of my shade and the cord. I watched that thing going around, searching, reaching. Well, needless to say, that plant had to go to plant heaven. Okay, because that thing was scary. So I don't know about that at my windowsill. It may do the same thing. I don't know. Okay, mix it up with herbs. So you can add basil, cilantro, parsley, and mint for flavor-packed salad toppers. You have herbs that grow great indoor, and I can do that because I'm always some of these herbs. Okay, in jars in jars and recycled containers too. So they say don't forget the radishes. This is everything for a salad. Baby carrots, fast growers. Radishes mature in 3 to 4 weeks. Add color and crunch to your salad straight from the soil. Grow a salad bar in a box. Use a wide, shallow bin or crate with drainage holes. Plant rows of different greens and herbs. Harvest a little from each section. And harvest and regrow trick. Don't pull the whole plant. Just cut the outer leaves of your greens. Your plant keeps growing. Endless salads for weeks. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, compost or supercharged greens. Use coffee grounds, veggie peels, eggshells to enrich your soil. Even a small scale composting, like I'm not using no worm bins. I ain't doing that. They telling you use little bits of worm and stuff. Yeah, you can do that. I'll stick with the veggie leavings and the coffee grounds. Okay, use the simple DIY fertilizer. Mix water, a banana peel, a used tea bag, or a crushed eggshell and pour over the soil once a week. And there you have it. Your salad, that you've grown yourself. And I think I'm going to try that. Minus the window. Put it this way, if I put it in a window, it will not have a hanging anything for something to catch on. I think it's just those doggone bean plants. Yes. Okay. And the salt is here.
Thank you.
So I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I'm back to that coffee. You know, that I don't know about all those flavors. Trust me, I've tried the frou-frou. I really have, and it just doesn't hit for me. But for those people that it does, like beautiful assistant over there. Now she's over there. What are you over there seasoning? She's over there seasoning those fries. So that sound means that I can start putting those chicken burgers together. You know, so I think that's what I will do. Let's start putting them together. Okay, so we're gonna get some plates. And we're going to make the burgers up. We need the buns. And yeah, I have kids over there eating too, you know, but you know, I don't put my kids on TV. So they're hiding. Anyway, let me get over here. Be careful of my knee. Yes, I do. Get a couple of plates.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Now they look like cinnamon sticks.
Oh, well, they're not.
Okay, because they look kind of dark.
Well, yeah, because I put the.
Oh, she put Casey's Bless. I'm like, why do they look like that?
Yeah.
Okay, they look like cinnamon. No, you put a lot though. Okay, taste it. It tastes good. They're pretty dark. However, yeah, sure, they taste good. Okay, so that's with the Casey's Blessing. That's your French fry.
Yeah.
Your sweet potato fry. Now you can toss those into some cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, and yeah, that could be like a little snack for you. Okay, so we're gonna take this down. Okay, and I'm gonna put those burgers together. Okay, is this clear for me?
Yep.
Okay, I see that bowl over there.
Yeah, that's the French fries.
Did you clean it?
The French fries?
No, the bowl.
Yeah, the
Yes, I said I
bowl.
wanted to put. Yeah, because you washed it again. Because I told you I wanted to put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, I just washed it before I put it in.
Okay. So let me get this over here out the way, and get my plates all wiped out. Just like that. Okay, so they want cheese on theirs. So I'm going to get them some cheese, and then I'm just going to heat it up in the nuker in the microwave so it can melt a little bit. I'm trying to get some of the soap out of the sponge.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to wash the rest of those dishes.
Okay, so everybody wants cheese except me. So
yeah,
I'm not doing cheese. Get that off of there.
I keep trying to put this in the cabinet.
Okay, get that over there. And wipe this one little piece of water off this counter because this is driving me crazy. Where are our buns?
Yeah, I was going to say I need buns.
So you can use whatever kind of buns you want. Okay, I went for like a plain bun because I got all these other things going on. But you can have an onion bun. You can use a artisan bun. You can whatever kind of bun, the pretzel bun, whatever you like. It's the choice is yours. So I have some soft white buns here, and I think I'm gonna. Hey, give me the cheese so I can put the cheese on your guys and stuff.
Okay. You want the vegetables up and the mayonnaise?
I need the vegetables and the mayonnaise, and the condensation
My apologies.
from these so-called leak-proof plates. Boy, I tell you, I'm batting 1,000. Believe in these manufacturers. Everybody is giving you less for more money.
Yeah. And it's like our new heavy duty foil. That's what like
heavy duty foil now is about the consistency of regular foil. Ultra paper plates are flimsy like the dollar store. I tell you, I can't.
Here's your cheese.
All right. Okay, we'll put that over there, and I think I'll have this one. Okay. All right. All right, you cover these up here. Because at some point, your father's going to be here. And he can have his, I made one for him.
Okay. Hey, can you guys get a paper towel? I'll heat these
Just like that. Okay, so she's going to heat the buns a little because, like I said, it was a little chilly in here earlier, and that is why. Do you see the clothes on here? The buns?
Yeah,
What you just open it? I didn't open it. We always lose the little tie thing for the buns. Okay, she's going to get another tie. We always, every time we open up these things, we lose the tie. Okay, so let's get some cheese. And we just got some pepper jack cheese slices. I'm just going to give it a little pick. And get that on there. See, look at this. You know, it's like, okay, can we get one thing that has the perfection that I'm looking for? I need a perfectly sliced piece of cheese. Okay, so I'm going to go through all the cheeses, and I am going to find it and put it on here. All right, so let me take this because you want cheese and you want cheese and I don't.
You said what, Mama?
No, I'm saying you want cheese and you want cheese and I don't. So I may just stick my burger over here and heat it up on a piece of paper towel because I just want it to be warm, but I don't want the cheese.
Right.
Okay. Oh, you already have something in there?
Yeah, the buns, remember?
Okay. You probably should have done this first because this cheese is pretty thick.
Oh, okay. So they probably would need to heat longer. It's fine.
Okay, let me get this in here. So I'm gonna stick this in here for less than a minute, just to melt the cheese. And you can do it in a pan, but because I don't like cheese and I don't want any cheese touching my stuff, that's why I did it like this. But if you don't mind, you know, you can actually put it in your pan while it's still hot, and you put the top on it. It'll melt it really quickly. Okay. Yeah, this cheese is pretty thick, so I'm trying to really melt this. So it may take the full minute. Okay. Yeah.
That's resilient cheese right there.
No, the cheese is just very thick. I started to get some from the deli, but you know, I wasn't thinking. Because I don't eat it, so it's like, I'm not thinking about this. Okay, yeah, this cheese is really thick. Okay, but it did melt, so that's good. So I'll make you guys this, and then I'll make mine. Okay, so we have some nice buns here. I'm going to take these buns, and I'm going to lift it with my hand and hope it doesn't burn me. And put that over here. And then I can use the same plate to heat up mine, which is great. Okay. I'll stick that here. I'll put my burger back there, and I'll take care of you guys, and then I'll take care of Mom. So what I want to do is, and it's very important how you put a sandwich together. When you put a sandwich together the right way, every flavor is going to be an explosion in your mouth. When you put a sandwich together the wrong way, and let's just say it doesn't hit the same way. So may I have a butter knife, please?
Yes, you can. You got a little plastic.
It doesn't matter, and a little spoon because this is good, but I think it could be. Oh, I'm not even letting you guys see. I'm talking. Okay, let's bring this back out.
Oh, does it need to turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it because I want them to see how I'm building the sandwich. Okay. Now you see, this is good, but it could be thicker. Okay, and it's gonna get thicker the longer that you have it in the fridge. You know, so I'm going to take a spoonful of this lovely sauce, and I'm building my burger. So I'm putting a little bit of sauce in the middle of my bun on the bottom. Then I'm going to take my fixings. Mind you, I have the cheese on it already. I'm taking my lettuce and things out. So I'm going to put some lettuce on the bottom of it. Okay? Why? Because you can put it on the top if you like. But I want it on the bottom because I want my burger to be the main event when you bite in. So I'm going to put these lettuce here on the bottom, just like that. Now I'm going to take this burger. I'm going to sit the burger on top. I need a piece of paper towel because I can clear my clean the plate off. Presentation, y'all. Presentation. Okay, so now I have my lettuce there, and I'm going to take my tomato. Let me that big one for you, Father. Let me get you this one. Take this tomato. I'm gonna have 2 or 3. Okay, so I'm gonna take my tomato, and I'm going to put my tomato on here. But before I do, I'm going to take another little scoop of my sauce and put it right in the middle. I'm going to take my tomato. I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to get the black pepper. Where is that? Okay, I'm going to get the black pepper. Okay, let me get that on there. And then I'm going to take the black pepper. I'm going to sprinkle it on this tomato. Now I'm going to take my red onions. And I'm going to take some red onions. Do you want those peppers?
Me?
Does anybody want banana peppers?
Yes, please.
Okay, so get the banana peppers. So I put my onions strategically on top of here, and I need a fork for those.
Okay.
And I have them nicely stacked on top. So now, once I get the banana peppers, I need a fork for that. So you can dig that out. You want banana peppers also?
Okay.
No. Okay, then I won't put banana because this is Beautiful Assistant. So I'll put banana peppers on Corey's. So now what I'm going to do for Beautiful Assistant, I'm going to take another scoop of this. I'm going to take a scoop of this and I'm going to put it on the top of this bun. I'm going to spread it nicely on the top of the bun. Why have I done 3 times? Because now every time she bites down, she's going to taste sauce. She's going to taste the meat. She's going to taste the vegetables. She's going to taste everything she wants to taste. So now, this is all French fries?
No, I got some heating.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah. I was heating.
wait a minute.
Yeah, I was heating.
Okay, this is the biggest burger ever in life. Okay. So good luck with that. That's all I can say. So we're going to take these and we're going to put them, a few of these fries on here for Beautiful Assistant. Just like that.
That's what's left for the that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you probably want to give him more because I'm not going to eat that many.
Okay.
Okay, so we put some. Is that enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay, put that over here. Clean that up. Now, mind you, this smells amazing. It had Casey's blessing really enhances these fries.
You should take a picture of that.
Okay, and well, better get a phone and take a picture.
Excuse me.
Okay, bless you.
Thank you. Where did I put my phone?
Okay, my phone is right there.
Ah. Yes. That one was have better. Okay.
I'm just cleaning this up a little, guys. And okay, so let me take a picture of this really quickly, and then Beautiful Assistant can chomp in and tell you
How we doing?
how it does for her. Capture.
Let me get a little ketchup from the phone.
Okay, so then I don't know what it did. Okay, I got one picture. Okay, here you go. You probably don't. You want to taste these? You probably don't need ketchup with this. Here's your plate.
No, with the fries. I tasted the
Oh, she likes ketchup with her
like
sweet
fries.
potato fries. Not me. I
Oh,
complain. Okay, now I'm gonna make Corey's.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little to the side. I tasted one already to taste the flavor of the Casey's blessing and everything. It's very, very tasty. These are actually surprisingly creamy. These sweet potato fries. I'm gonna show you guys my plate in a second. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera back around.
Okay.
Okay, and this is ooh, that looks pretty. Can you see it? Good. Yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, okay, yeah. That's the visual. Now I'm gonna taste it. Yeah, that's a big burger. It's a big heaping burger. This is gonna be delicious. Ooh, I'm gonna see if I can bite it. Hold on. I gotta squish it a little bit. Mmm. Oh man. Tissue. Pardon. That's delicious.
Okay.
Mm.
And what's delicious about it?
I'd like to wipe my face first. First of all, the breadcrumbs didn't do anything to the integrity of the burger. Oh, excuse me. Still a great texture. It doesn't taste grainy or anything. It doesn't taste like meatloaf or anything. It tastes like a nice, juicy burger. It's like surprising. Like, I love turkey burgers. I think I've said that before. I love turkey burgers. This is like turkey burger, but somehow more moist than a regular turkey burger. It has a really, really good flavor. Nice smokiness from the liquid smoke. The flavors of the teriyaki sauce show up too, and the caramelization on the outside. It really does give a delicious flavor mixed with that sauce. What do you kind of? It's like a mayonnaise sauce.
It is a herb
Mayonnaise. It doesn't even need any additional sauces or anything, because usually I like to add like, mustard, mayonnaise,
Corey?
ketchup. Sorry.
No, I'm doing this to Corey this way.
Yeah, I usually like to stack my burger. I like this mayonnaise I don't need anything else with it. All the flavors work really well together. I didn't even taste the fry again with it. Oh, but that's delicious, especially with the pepper jack cheese. Yes, is fabulous, delicious. Okay, I'm just one more bite. I'm gonna taste it with one of the French fries. French fries are pretty.
Like this.
I know, I had to squish mine. And then the French fries, the flavor and texture of the fries are perfect. Nice little chew to the outside, but it's creamy on the inside. Delicious. Okay. I'm gonna go eat this now. Delicious.
Yes, the burger is moist. It has a good texture to it. It's not real, grainy or anything like that. Like you said, the breadcrumbs didn't take away from the integrity of the burger. It has like a very with the tomato and everything. And I'm not a tomato person, but I mean, like it is definitely like very tasty. And of course, like I love banana peppers. It's very refreshing with the fresh vegetables and stuff like that on there. Me personally, I love red onions, and it just brings everything together. It's so good.
And on top of that, it's really light. Like, when you eat a burger, it's like feel real heavy.
It does. It tends to feel heavy, but this doesn't feel heavy at all.
It's delicious.
And I know there are a lot of people that don't like sweet potato fries. This is actually really, really good.
Delicious. Like, I almost don't even miss the fact that they're sweet potato and not red potato. They're very good.
But yes, delicious.
Okay, guys, I'm trying to make mine up right quick so I can give you my opinion. Mine is not going to be as elaborate as theirs because I'm simple. As I said, I like basic things, but I will put the customary lettuce and tomato on mine and some onion. So I'm going to stick that on here. Get me a few of these onion. Put on there. And then I'll tell you what I think. See, I can't go by them, y'all, because, they just like food.
If it ain't tasting good, I'm going to tell you. But this is delicious.
Okay, so I like pepper on mine. I do not like banana peppers on it. I'm going to put a little bit of my sauce on the top. Just like that. And put that on there. I, on the other hand, am not going to tether my belly with any of the fries because I want to be able to eat my burger. And if I eat the fries, then I'm going to be able to finish my burger. So, let me get this over here out of the way. Put those fries in there for the grill master. Close that up, put that in. And maybe I should have made more sauce. Okay, because the sauce is kind of going away. All right, and I will stick that over there. And now I will come over here and take a little bite.
Oh, man.
They're still over. I mean, I have beautiful assistant over there, just on and on.
That's so good.
Okay,
That's so
she
good.
says it's really, really good. I'll be the judge of this. Okay, let me move my chair. It looks good. That's for darn sure. It's big as I don't know what. That's another thing. Okay, so I'm gonna see. Do I have room to push this back? Yes. Okay, so let me see that. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna let you see because see they have this habit, right, of eating their food.
I
And they
showed
don't-
it. I showed
Okay,
it.
this is my burger. It's pretty plain. I don't have all that stuff they do. But I'm gonna take my burger and I'm gonna try to bite it. Okay, so let's see. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what the inside looks like. I'm sorry, I'm talking. This sauce is marvelous. I'm gonna tell you, this chicken, when I bit into it, so many thoughts went into my mind. I had to really think about, is this a beef burger? The flavor of this burger is so delicious. The chicken is perfectly flavored with all the ingredients, and you can taste it all. Like I said, when you build a sandwich, any sandwich, you have to build it in the layers in order for your taste buds to hit each one. Having the sauce everywhere gives you a bite of sauce. You get vegetable, you get meat. I don't tether mine with cheese because I want to have the full experience of this meat. It's magnificent. It really is. It's a different kind of burger. If you can get this and you get it grilled, it'll even be higherly, even more high, even elevated, even higher. Okay, but I am telling you, this is a winner. You want to do this.
Delicious.
It's not hard to do, and you can put in it whatever you want. So I'm gonna take another bite.
Literally.
Mm.
That's tasty.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I mean, I'm so messy. You see me talking. I'm sorry. It's really good. Huge stuff. I'm not gonna be able to eat all this. But my goodness, it's so.
Make a way.
Mm.
I am.
This is so good. So there you have it. We have a Chicken Burger Deluxe. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner. Hey, I eat it for breakfast if I want to.
Shoot, perfect with whatever.
It's moist, it's tender, it's delicious. Do this. You deserve it. Do this. Do this. Let me swallow before I keep talking. This is so rude.
Oh, this would be so good with barbecue sauce.
This is so good.
Anything.
And she's making other. Let me get off this live because she's made 15 dishes for me to have to experiment. Okay, so if you enjoyed this Chicken Burger Deluxe live in your face, up and personal, hey, hit that like button.
Yes, please.
Why don't ya? Okay. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. And if you're already one of my Flavor House family members, girl, y'all turn on y'all notifications just for this here show. And the love rhythm recipe, of course, for my channel. So you'll always know when I'm coming at you with something. Because I got what? So much more to show you every little minute of my day. Yes, I do. And, you know what I wish you? I'm wishing each and every one of you love, peace, and what, y'all? Some great weekend eats. Husband, hurry up and come on here so you can eat this food. We may eat it from you, may not get it. Okay. This is good. I'm gonna save you some. Yes, I will. I promise. I love you all. I will see y'all next week. I will do. Come on over to the Love Rhythm Recipe, y'all. Y'all don't want to miss this show. I'm telling you. Bye-bye.